Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing good today. It is Wednesday. We have Tesla earnings on deck here. You can see Tesla falling down a little bit. We've also had some other earnings that have come out over the last few hours here. We do have the Nasdaq. It's pretty close to all-time highs still. If you take a look at the NQ here, let's dig deeper and look at it. If you take a look at the Nasdaq here, the Nasdaq is pretty close to all-time highs. All-time highs on the Nasdaq are 26,900. Now, remember, a lot of stuff happened over the last 24 hours. The president extended the ceasefire indefinitely. It was supposed to expire, I think it's like 4:50 today, this evening. But he extended the ceasefire yesterday indefinitely, saying it was warranted because the government is, quote, seriously fractured. This is why futures are green this morning. So yesterday, markets did end up selling off slightly. Here's Tuesday, especially towards the end of the day. But then after the bell, he kind of flipped the script a little bit and reversed things and extended the ceasefire, bought more time, no hard deadline. This morning, S&P, NASDAQ, green. We can take a look at the oil futures market here. Here's oil. Oil's over $90 right now. So oil is over 90. So oil's still a little elevated on the day. So an interesting day here where oil is green and the Nasdaq is green. Oil really has recently started pushing back up. We've had some stuff on social media, and yeah, there's been some interesting stuff. Did anybody see the video? Somebody posted this about Iran. I'm trying to see who it was. Let me see if I can find this video. Again, I'm not saying I agree with the video.
Good morning, everybody. I've seen the video, and it's funny. Objectively, funny. I think it's funny.
It's objectively funny. It really is. Again, I'm not saying I agree with it. It's just a funny video.
Yeah.
Again, it's AI. It's an AI video. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. But it is an objectively funny video here. I'm looking for it. What happened to it, Britt? Dang it.
I don't know.
I can find it. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, objectively funny video. Okay, so here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to watch this video?
Well, I am. I could use a second viewing.
Honestly, it's pretty funny. I had a hard time not laughing at it, but it's also a little bit too political for me. But whoever this guy Mario Narfall posted this, and look, let's watch it. Let me make sure you guys can hear it though. Hold on.
And again, just watch it objectively, everybody. If you.
All right, so that is the video that I saw this morning. Again, I'm not saying I agree with it. But man, AI is getting good, dude.
Yeah, it is very good.
Yeah, very good. Bad AI, not believable. Hey, what's up, Tad, Steve, Reggie, G-Man, Brian? Nothing to agree with. It's what happened. I agree, and it's funny. Yeah, I mean, there's more AI videos of Trump that I see here too. I'm not going to show these other ones because these other ones are absolutely ridiculous, dude.
That's also just a rabbit hole you could just go down and down and down
Yeah, no, for sure. But the EU Energy Commissioner Dan Jorgensen said the energy outlook remains grim even in the best case scenario as Middle Eastern tensions disrupt supplies. He said it was like 1973 and 2022. Warning disruptions could last months or years. Even if we get a peace deal, wouldn't bring quick relief. Qatar's energy gas infrastructure alone could take 2 years to rebuild. They say liquefied natural gas LNG prices are unlikely to stabilize anytime soon, even with tough conditions, they say. So I'm trying to see how. Yeah. Yeah, AI is getting good, man. AI is getting good. What's up, bull market? Matthew, Chef, Ty, Brian, F, Curb, Harry.
Yeah, it's getting good, but sorry.
No, go ahead, dude. Interrupt me, bro. Interrupt me. Don't feel bad if you gotta interrupt me, dude. Just yell over me, bro. I'll deal with it.
All right.
You know? Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to step on anybody's toes, but
oh, dude, step on.
As good as AI is, I'm surprised it didn't really do that good of a job on the voice.
I thought it was good enough.
Okay.
I thought it was good enough. It's better than my Trump impression. I can't do a Trump impression, so it's better than me, you know?
Yeah, but when you listen to like sometimes they'll take like Plankton's voice and do an AI Plankton from SpongeBob doing like hard rock, and it sounds just like him.
Yeah. I mean, AI is getting good. It depends on who it is, though.
Yeah.
But that's the video. So I don't know if that's from Iran or not, or somebody else just posted that. But honestly, markets are slowly getting more and more immune to this. Yeah, like markets are slowly getting more and more immune to this. And so we'll see what happens here, man. But it's interesting.
What's Brent crude doing compared to WTI?
Yeah, so WTI crude is at 90.4 right now. Brent is currently, I'm showing it at 99.35. So Brent is now, you know, almost $100 a barrel, 99.3. And we're in an interesting market where, I mean, I think the NASDAQ and oil are still doing mostly opposites here. You can see NASDAQ dipped right here at the 200 exponential at 830. Oil is popping higher here. It's almost to 950 this morning. But yeah.
Okay. Are gold and silver up with the market?
Even oil prices are getting numb and immune to the news. Yeah, for sure. So oil prices are baked in a little bit. It's back over 90 though. So WTI futures, look at the NASDAQ dip here. Let me see if there's any catalyst for this. Hold on real quick, guys. Let me see if there's any catalyst. NASDAQ's dipping here. Oil's spiking right as I speak here. The first thing I'm going to check is a Truth Social post. I'm going to check a Trump post. See what happens there. I don't think he just posted. We probably got some type of breaking news from the Middle East here. Let's see. So we talked about the prolonged energy crisis. Arachi says the current situation in the Strait of Hormuz is a result of Washington's violation of international laws and military aggression. But this was dropped about 7 minutes ago. So this is something that really happened, I would say, over the last 2 to 3 minutes. It's not 7 or longer here. So somebody might know something here.
I mean, it might have been a delayed reaction.
Yeah, that's possible. 2 minutes ago, Lebanese president says preserving civil peace at this stage of our country's history is a red line. It is not permissible for any party to obstruct the implementation of security measures or undermine security stability. But I don't see anything ultimate. But yeah, oil jumped, NASDAQ dipped. Let's see if we get continued volatility from this now. We do have earnings today. We did have a bunch of earnings that already came out here. So specifically we had let's find it. Yeah, specifically we had CME Group post 325 versus expected 1.9 EPS. So we had them. Spy Bitcoin look good. Yeah, we'll take that out. But yeah, so we had CME Group is right here. These are their numbers right here. If you look at them, that's CME Group. We also have, let me see. Philip Morris report numbers PM. They posted 193 versus expected 183. I'm going to put those numbers up in chat as well. Here's PM. Philip Morris is up a little bit. It's up a little bit. CME Group is down some, but most of these are slight. We also had 30-year mortgage rates show up at 6.35% today. I don't know what they showed up at last time, but we had 6.35. I think it's a little lower than last time, if I remember correctly. AT&T also posted numbers here. They posted 57 versus 55 cents. Revenue of 34.5 billion here. So here's AT&T's numbers right here. So yeah, we do have some numbers getting posted by them. GE Verona also posted some stuff here. Yeah. And then this evening, remember, we got Tesla earnings this evening. We have Boeing earnings today as well here. So just to look at kind of the earnings whisper of this to see what we've shown today so far. Here are most of the results here. We're still waiting on Boeing. Boeing is supposed to drop in about 2 minutes. So we'll see what Boeing looks like. But Boeing numbers are supposed to come out in about 2 minutes. Yeah. All right, Britt, you all right, dude? No.
Yeah, just give me just a second.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Boeing is supposed to drop. It's supposed to lose 95 cents a share, though, for Boeing earnings. So we're waiting for this one to come out. Everything else is basically out. AT&T at 57 versus 55 cents. So we're going to see what happens here, but... Hey, what's up, Andrew? SoFi? Their numbers have to be good with the conflict. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll put Boeing's numbers up right here, and then we'll wait for them to release. But they're supposed to drop again in about 1 minute from now for Boeing earnings. About 1 minute. So here's the NASDAQ still dipping down some here. So you see the NQ still falling. Yeah, Boeing. What's up, chat? Hey, good morning, guys. 5 out of squared at home. Yeah, Tesla numbers will be interesting today. We'll see what they show. Nikolai, what's up, dude? Lockheed Martin tomorrow. Lockheed Martin should do well from the conflict. What's up, Dan? Yeah, I mean, we had inflation since 2020 for sure. A lot of stuff happened to cause it. Again, I always talk about it. QE happened. We did a bunch of quantitative easing, after 2020. Yeah, I am sick right now. I woke up. My son had a cold the last few days, and then yesterday Carol woke up not feeling good, and now today I woke up not feeling good. So when you got kids, man, they just and they're both in school. We're just getting sick. You all right, Britt? All right, here's Boeing. Boeing numbers are out. Hold on real quick. Boeing numbers are out. Yeah, so Boeing numbers are out. Let's see what they showed up as here. All right, so Boeing numbers are out. Look at it. It's up to 225 right now. So Boeing numbers are out. Boeing is kind of moving up a little bit here. Look at it. It's at 223s now.
Where was the beginning of the bump?
The numbers came out at 7:30 market time, so 1 minute ago. We're just waiting to see what they actually showed.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're out. Okay, Boeing beats estimates despite loss. So Boeing reported Q1 revenue of $22.5 billion. Again, reported Q1 revenue of $22.22 billion, beating estimates, narrower than expected loss of 20 cents a share. Net loss totaled $7 million. Free cash flow negative, still at $1.45 billion. They said they're also holding 737 output at 42 per month and stabilizing 787 production at 8 per month. They plan to ramp both programs this year while monitoring supply chain health. And so that is what's going on here.
They're cranking out that many new units per month? I wouldn't. I mean, has air travel increased that much, or do they actually change their planes out that often?
I'm not sure regarding Boeing, to be honest.
Is Boeing doing any defense contracting or no? I thought I heard that they do some as well.
Honestly, I really don't know this either. I know, I'm sure they do some, but...
Speaking of that,
I haven't wanted to buy Boeing stock in a long time just because, there's a period over the last few years in which Boeing has a dedicated division called Boeing Defense, Space, and Security. And so it does. But again, I haven't wanted to buy Boeing in a long time just because of their margins and their numbers have not been good for the last few years. They've also had some bad news that have come out regarding them over the last few years that's been a little sketchy. So they're just one of those stocks that I just haven't really wanted to buy. And they've been they're up over the last year. But for the last, since 2020, basically, they've been flat. Like, Boeing has not really moved. They've been going up and down big percentages, but they've been overall flat over the past few.
Big swings that balance out, basically.
So I just haven't really wanted to buy them. And so I haven't been following them that much.
I get that.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's their numbers right here in chat if anybody wants to see them. Again, they lost less than expected. They had higher revenue than expected, and people are interpreting it as positive. Here's Boeing pushing up. NASDAQ's not really moving because Boeing's not super heavy weighted. What about the Dow, though? Yeah, the Dow, I think, has a heavy weight of Boeing here. Yeah, Boeing. I'm trying to see how much Boeing makes up of the Dow. It's got to be something larger than normal here. Boeing. Okay, so the Dow is made up. Is Boeing not in here? Maybe it's not. The Dow is made up of Goldman Sachs, Caterpillar, Microsoft, UNH, Amgen, Home Depot, Sherwin-Williams, Amex, JP Morgan, Visa, McDonald's, Travelers, Apple, IBM, Amazon, Johnson & Johnson, Honeywell, Boeing. Okay, yeah, so Boeing is 18, number 18 in terms of weight in the Dow. I thought it was in the Dow. And so you can see like the Dow is pushing up a little bit on Boeing's positive reaction here. But yeah. We'll see if Boeing holds. But yeah, Boeing earnings released. Dragging the space sector with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the space sector personally. Also, we did get news that just came out about a minute ago that Lebanon is going to request a 1-month truce extension in Israel meeting, according to AFP. But yeah, Boeing came out better than expected here.
The Lebanon thing's a bit of news. I mean, a bit of good news. I said that backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a while where Boeing planes were just like struggling. Like they would get bad news every little while.
They're the ones like doors falling off and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, they were. The market reactions at that period of during that period of time were interesting. But yeah, Boeing's still going up here, man. It's up to 228s right now. Look at Boeing. So Boeing's rising. Again, it's number 18 in terms of weight on the Dow. So the Dow might rip up here. Let's see about the weight of the NASDAQ. Yeah, so Boeing's not in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ again more tech heavy.
Boeing Rising sound like a sci-fi book or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to see Boeing in the S&P. BA. I'm assuming it's in the S&P just because the S&P is 500 companies, so I'm assuming they're going to include Boeing in there. It's in the industrial sector. Yes. Okay, yeah. So it's in the S&P. It's just not super. It's 0.27% of the S&P. So it's a small percentage overall, but it makes up part of their big industrial sector. So yeah. So it is in the S&P 500. And so if we look at the E-mini here, S&P E-mini, again, we're really choppy. We're not really doing too much. Yeah, UNH has had a really good reaction to earnings here. Or UNH has had a really positive few moves in earnings, but I think yeah, look at it, UNH here. UNH up to 350s right now. They've had really big percentage moves.
What's UNH?
United Health.
Okay.
Microsoft.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
comeback.
Yes.
Yeah, here's Microsoft. I'm pretty mad at Microsoft right now. They forced another update on my PC, bro. I don't want another update on my PC, dude. Microsoft, bro, stop it. You know, like your updates screw up my computer. Like I got a consistent stream I got to run here. And every time I go to my computer, there's a chance, even if I set my settings to do not auto update from Microsoft, they force the update anyway. I don't like it at all. Stop it, Microsoft.
Neither. I get like one update a week, and
right.
They change how things work, and it's never for the better.
It's excessive, bro. They just want data. All they're trying to do is they're trying to pull your data. That's 100% what they're doing. Like, dude, you can have my data. Just stop updating my computer, bro. You know?
No. Or like, when something's not broke, don't fix it. Like, if people like a feature, stop toying with it.
Yeah, no, 100% agree, dude. It's excessive. It's excessive. LimeWire downloads. I don't know if Boeing's going to continue running today, brother. I really don't. This is not financial advice, obviously. We are not investment professionals. But Boeing it's hard to tell, dude. It's up a little bit from earnings. Its earnings weren't that good, but a little bit more optimistic.
I had a couple people ask about the Russell. Like, what is that doing?
Russell small caps. What's the Russell? RTY? Yeah.
IW. Yeah, okay. I thought it was IWM.
So bull trap market? Maybe it's a bull trap market. I don't know. Is this a bull trap market, guys? Yes or no in chat right now. We're close to highs in the S&P NASDAQ. It all depends on what you think is going to happen with this Middle Eastern conflict. So it really just depends on what happens with this Middle Eastern conflict. If this conflict continues indefinitely, obviously there could be issues. But markets are pricing it in like a relatively quick end of this conflict based off of the fact that we're at all-time highs for most indices. So are we in a bull trap market, guys? Let me know.
I don't think so. I mean, I know like the talks between Iran and the U.S. may or may not be going as well as we would hope, but at least Lebanon asking for an extension. An extended ceasefire or peace talks with Israel is a good sign.
No, that's definitely a good sign for sure. I see somebody say Boeing CEO makes $32.8 million a year. He's not worried. Dude, that's chump change, bro. Until he can make $35 million a year, I don't respect him. You know.
Yeah, you gotta hit that round number.
Right, for sure. I need 35 million. You know, my number's 35 million. Anybody makes less than 35 million a year, you know, I scoff at you. Okay, you know, sit down. But yeah, we'll see what happens here, guys. Boeing is out. We also had AT&T. Like I said, we're in the heat of earnings season now, so we are gonna get Tesla earnings. So yeah, we are gonna get. You can stop the PC from updating. That's true, T. The issue is that even if you set it to that, brother, even if you say stop updating until I give you permission, it doesn't. Right? Like, I literally had it ask me this morning. Genuinely, this is absolutely true. I went to my settings, my Windows update settings, and there was an option. It used to say pause updates indefinitely. That option is now gone. They're not even letting you do that anymore. And instead it said pause updates for 5 weeks. And I promise, I clicked it where it was like pause updates for 5 weeks. And then it automatically reverted to pause updates for 1 week. And then it locked it and it wouldn't let me change the setting. Genuinely wouldn't let me change the setting. Like, look, Windows update settings. Like, I did this morning. Like, this morning, I did this. And now look at it, you know?
Yeah, it just gives you the illusion of control. It never actually cares what you want.
No,
like, it does the same thing to me.
I literally set it to pause for 5 weeks, and then it automatically reverted to 1 week, and now it won't let me change it back.
It's like, we know you chose that, but we think this is a better option. And by the way, you have no choice.
But we need your data, sir, and we want it regularly in specific intervals. You know, yeah, that's basically what this is. I don't like it at all.
Sometimes mine doesn't even ask me; it just restarts. Like,
no, mine too. That's what happened overnight. I'm gonna switch to Apple pretty soon, dude. I've been a PC user for years. I programmed on PCs. I like PCs. I gamed on PCs, except for Xbox. But still, like, I'm gonna switch to Apple quick.
Apple seems, you know, I might be wrong. I mean, actually, if I am wrong, please correct me. But Apple seems like it's more secure, and
it is,
and
it does less of this crap.
Yeah, and it seems more hardy or whatever. Like it holds up better, but it doesn't seem as user friendly.
No, for sure, 100%. It's Apple is actually, I would say, much more user friendly than PC, right?
Maybe it's just what I'm used to.
It's a little bit more closed, much more user friendly, less stuff like this for sure. But you pay a premium with Apple, like it's more expensive. So better UI, I would say, with Apple. Because the rest of my household is like an Apple, like they buy Apple laptops, they buy Apple phones, like they are, you know, using Apple purely with everything. And I was a PC guy. My family didn't have the money for Apple. You know, we didn't buy Apple computers. We're not paying $2,000 more for an Apple computer, bro. Get out of here. But now I'm gonna go to Apple, dude. I'm gonna switch. Windows is getting too greedy with my data here, man. They're forcing updates too much. I don't appreciate it. Gold started to dip down here. We're at 47.70s.
silver following it? It usually does, right? I mean,
Probably to a certain extent. We're dipping a little bit, but silver's not really following it yet. But gold is coming back down. Again, the S&P and the NASDAQ are kind of quiet right now. They're not really moving here. Very slow, very slow. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't game on PC. And PC is becoming incredibly expensive. Like, I game on a console because it's just less work. Like, I don't want to maintain... Like, if I'm frustrated with my computer forcing updates and breaking things, if I gamed, I'd be even more frustrated, I feel like, you know?
yeah, I mean, I feel like there are a lot more options available gaming on PC, especially in terms of like mods and add-ons and things. But
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't care about all that stuff that much. I don't feel like messing with that. Like, I
No,
just
me
want to get
neither.
on my game. I just want to pick up my controller and play my video game.
Yeah, so we did see news, somebody's talking about Adobe announced a $25 billion stock buyback program. So $25 billion stock buyback program from Adobe here.
Why would they
Yeah.
offer that?
What, the buyback?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something that companies do. It's where they repurchase shares, you know.
No, I get it. I mean, like unless I was just completely wrong, I figured that's what it was. I just was wondering why. You know, what could be like the impetus for that?
Well, it's kind of the opposite. Like, so companies will offer shares. This is where they sell shares, right? So they sell shares, they dilute their float, right? Generally speaking, offerings can make markets react negatively to it. A stock buyback or share repurchase, right, happens when a company buys its own outstanding shares from the open market, reducing the total number of shares available. So it's kind of like the opposite of an offering, so to speak, right? Like, an offering is when they sell shares, diluting their float. You know, they sell more shares, they dilute their float. A buyback is kind of the opposite of that, where
So they're
they
buying up
reduce
excess shares to increase the value of the shares held
Right.
by private people.
Right, exactly. And so buybacks are generally seen as much more optimistic. Offerings are kind of dilution, and buybacks are kind of the opposite, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah, so less shares, the more valuable each share individually becomes, and so forth and so on. And so you'll hear companies announce buybacks, during a lot of the time they'll announce it with their earnings. But Adobe kind of needs something here. Because, again, I think Adobe's getting their lunch eaten by AI. And so they're just trying to... And I think Adobe's obviously going to have use. They're pretty diversified as a company. But, you know, their digital design and Photoshop and all that stuff, that's just losing steam. It objectively is. And so, yeah, the lesser the float, the stronger consumer confidence, and so forth and so on, right? All right, so wait. We did have some news that recently dropped just now that says a senior Iranian advisor said the U.S. naval blockade is, quote, no different than bombing and must be met with a military response, end quote. Let's take a look at oil and the NASDAQ here. Oil is jumping, or no, I'm sorry, the NASDAQ is jumping up. Oil is falling down some here. Let's see if we got any other news, but... All right, so Trump is giving Iran just days to unify and return to negotiations, warning the temporary ceasefire will expire without progress. U.S. officials say deep divisions inside Iran between military leaders and civilian negotiators, with little guidance from the leaders there, are stalling any deal. Recent talks collapsed amid mixed signals and internal conflict. Despite the frustration, the president chose to extend diplomacy over military action, signaling he wants to end the conflict if possible. But if Iran fails to engage within the short window, a renewed military response remains on the table. So that is what's going on right now in terms of Middle East tensions here. How do I DM you? What do you want to DM me about, bro? You know, we're exclusive over here. It's hard to get in touch with me, man. You know, everybody wants to do it. People walk in, they say, wow, how do I get in touch with John? And I tell them, look, I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want you to get in touch with me, bro. You know? I'm obviously being sarcastic, but hey. What do you... I guess the overarching point I'm trying to make is, what do you want, bro? What do you want?
So, yeah, it's like a Bernie Madoff type situation, you know? Like, you got to pay to get in the club.
Yeah, that's right, dude. $100, bro. $100. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what to do with this price action right now. Look at this price action, dude. This price action sucks. It's not good. You know, how's the contract with Aquafina going, bro? They're still sending me messages, bro. They're just scammers, is what they're doing. You know, they're sending me messages. They're like, "Hey, John, this is Doritos, and we want to sponsor your stock market stream." You know what? You know what the best way to do to sell our Doritos is? Have John market it on beginner trading.
Nobody's ever had Doritos before.
You know, hey, do we want famous actors? No. We want John, beginner trading, market our Doritos. Like, again, I don't know who's gonna fall for that. It's not me.
Well, they're trying to reach like a real niche market or niche, however you want to say it.
They claim to be Aquafina as well. You know,
that's fine.
Like you know what? Let's sell water. Like, you know what John can really sell? Water. Let's not sell it at Walmart. Let's sell it John at beginner trading. Yeah, I mean both.
Actress.
Right, that's right. It could be. You know. All right, so hold on. Let me see. We got some other news breaking. Hold on, let me see. This one's a little bit too. Yeah, the Lebanon president said we are working to extend the ceasefire. So, but yeah, apparently, here's the thing, right? Like, we're getting mixed responses. The president said he's giving, again, Iran's warring factions a short window of several days to unify behind a coherent counteroffer. The ceasefire he extended Tuesday ends. 3 U.S. officials are saying this, according to Axios. And so, I don't know, bro. I mean, on one end, he said it was indefinite. On the other end, now it's apparently only a few days. Social media is where I'm reading this news.
That'll keep them on their toes.
Yeah. We already talked about it, Boeing earnings. Look at oil dip here, though. So oil's coming down. Look at oil fall on the other end of that. The left side of the chart is oil. Look at oil dip. NASDAQ starting to rip. Let's see if we got any other breaking news real quick. Hold on. I mean, it looks catalyst driven. Maybe we're just breaking out of this range, but the NASDAQ is heading up. Oil heading down right now. Boeing earnings are out. They did better than expected. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Someone says after all the complaints about the Windows updates, you'll probably get emailed by Microsoft to sponsor you.
Yeah. Yeah. Did he just say he gets his news from social media? I'm going to be real with you. Everybody gets their news from social media, brother. Market moves on rumors.
It's the fastest way to get it.
Yeah, but especially in this conflict in the Middle East, it's all coming from social media first. 100%. You know? Like, it goes on social media first, and then big news channels get it. But don't get it twisted. You read about it online first. 100%. Bitcoin ripped. Yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at yields while we're waiting here. I don't see any catalysts for this. So I don't see any catalysts. Maybe markets are just moving up. Maybe we're so choppy that I think any big move up or down is got to be catalyst driven. I don't know. Maybe that's the case here. But again, let's take a look at yields today. 10-year Treasury yields. Next week, we got the FOMC. 10-year Treasuries at 4.27% right now. 4.27. They are down a little bit today. So yields are down slightly. They were elevated yesterday. They're dipping down slightly today. My guess is on ceasefire news, potentially less oil inflation, and in that regard, less worries about this. Again, here is 2 years yields. They are falling down a little bit today, but not a lot. They're at 3.75% right now. They were at 3.8% yesterday at the peak. You zoom out here, like we're down slightly over the last week, but not much. Probably on slightly better sentiment, but not great. Hey, I'm getting a little kickback again from you, Britt.
Okay. I mean, is that any better?
Yeah, that's better. You might just be too close to the mic.
Maybe sometimes that is a factor, and other times it's not. Because there's been plenty of times where I'm sitting right next to the mic and nothing happens. So I don't know what the variable is there.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
But if it helps, I'll lean back. I don't mind getting more comfortable.
The 10-year increased. Here's the 10-year right here. I mean, it depends on what we're looking at. The 10-year's down on the day overall, though. Like, here's the day, 422. Here's where we are now. So the 10-year's at 2.69 or 4.269%. It opened the day at about 4.29. So it's down slightly for the 10. Bitcoin, though, guys, is making a big rebound here. It's at 78,000 here. 78,000. So, and again, we got some earnings today, man. We do have some earnings and stuff coming out today. But again, the ceasefire news helping markets, man. Does this hold, though, guys? I don't think I've done a poll today. What's a good poll, guys? Give me some options for the poll in chat right now. What's a great poll today? You know, if you give me a good poll option, you'll get my adoration and respect here. You know, Tesla. Yeah, we do have Tesla tonight. Market's going up. People expecting another taco. What are some poll options, guys? Let me know. Will Tesla beat earnings? Are you sorting stock, car, AI stocks? Do more tankers get seized today? Yeah, we did hear news about that overnight too. Do we turn to yesterday's highs? That's a good. I mean, that's probably the best question. Is do we break highs today? I could do a Bitcoin poll as well if we're feeling spicy regarding Bitcoin. I think I'm just gonna does the Nasdaq break highs today? Yes or no? Does the Nasdaq break highs today? Vote on that poll. We're gonna keep it simple.
Do it, here. John. Do it.
You know, the winner is me. I choose the best option for the poll today. The winner is me.
You're the greatest, man. I knew you could win.
Yeah. Somebody said, will there be a movie about Iran in the stock market? There might be. It depends on if some people are getting into some big trades here. You know? What if they could just call it taco? You know?
I don't know why. It feels like they turn it into like kind of like a suspense movie and have Jamie Foxx in it.
Yeah. The big taco. Yeah.
That's good.
All right, guys. NASDAQ is up there. It's over the 200 exponential. Oil is right at the 200 EMA previous closing price. So if oil gets over this level here, if we take a look at this, if oil gets over this 90.23 level, it is technically green on the day here. So if it goes up over this, oil's technically green. If it stays below this light blue line, it's technically red. So we'll see what happens here, guys. We'll see what happens. But again, looking at our poll options originally here, you know, I'm kind of mad they used to make, what they used to do with the poll is they used to make it block the whole chat. So it's like, if you don't vote on the poll, it's blocking your whole chat. You can't even read the chat. You don't even know what the chat is unless you vote on that poll. Now they've put it all the way back down to the bottom. And so now there's just less engagement on the poll. And, you know, not to go against my Microsoft complaints, but I'd rather force people to vote, dude. Vote on the poll now. Do it now. You know? I hate Microsoft for forcing updates. I force you guys to vote on the poll.
Well, you know, do as I say, not as I do.
Right. Yeah, that's true. All right. So I did see some news that just dropped that say undersea cables are vulnerable in the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian-linked news agency says the undersea data cables in the Strait of Hormuz are vulnerable, warning that damage, accidental or deliberate, could cause major outages across the Gulf. The report highlights growing risk to critical infrastructure, noting similar disruptions have already occurred in the Red Sea. And then we had this guy. Let me see who this guy is. Man, they're getting deep with it. To the moon today? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so apparently Iran rejected the talks in Islamabad.
As of now? Like just now?
I mean, this happened, what, yesterday? Where Vance and them were getting ready to go meet with them over there, and then basically they didn't get any word from Iran regarding their side of the delegation meeting up, and so those talks were canceled.
They just stood them up on prom night, basically.
Yeah, that's right. That's basically right. Yeah, looking at our poll, 60% of people say the NASDAQ does break all-time highs today. 40% say no, it doesn't.
I'm a yes guy.
At this point, I don't think the market cares much. I mean, it cares for sure, but it's getting really immune to it. It's getting numb to it is the easiest way to put it. Yeah, so it's just kind of getting numb to this news now.
The shock factor has worn off.
Yeah, for sure. And again, Palantir did recently announce that they signed a $300 million deal to support the USDA farm security plan. If we look at Palantir here, they're not really reacted. But we did get the news too. Bitcoin poll. Yeah. Yeah, here's the Palantir news. USDA's farm security plan. Yeah, we had Warsh yesterday. I mean, Warsh. Yeah, the Warsh thing went okay. You know, he got grilled, but that was expected. I told you guys markets would probably negatively react to it. And I think these are some of the dynamics in markets where you can actually get into some decent, like, predictive trades based off of predicted outcomes of stuff like this. Like, again, if you heard Britt and I both yesterday talk about this, we said we think the market's going to react negatively to the Warsh comments because he's going to get grilled. And that's exactly what happened. You know, Warsh got grilled, markets reacted negatively here. And we really went down most of yesterday up until the ceasefire was extended indefinitely. So
yeah, and yeah, I did like you said. We both said that it was probably going to go down or whatever. But my biggest reason for thinking that, honestly, was that he seems to have, there seems to be the preconceived notion. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, so don't bother getting mad at me, anybody. But there's the preconceived notion around him that, like, he's Trump's guy or whatever. And so that's the reason I thought it would drop.
Yeah, and I mean, he is just hold on. NASDAQ just jumped up. This might be just 8 o'clock. I mean, he, you know, like I said, I think he's going to be dovish. I think Trump's wants dovishness. He did stress the Fed's independence is on them. But he's going to be dovish, is what it sounds like. At the same time, you know, Trump did pick Jerome Powell. And then you see those two are like an old married couple. Like, they freaking bicker all the time about stuff.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, again, I think he's going to be dovish. I think he's going to be, again, I've said it once, I'll say it again. I think Warsh is, his blueprint for monetary policy is going to be, he's going to be more willing to cut interest rates, less willing to print and do quantitative easing. You know, he's been critical of QE in unnecessary times. And so I think Warsh is going to be more likely to cut interest rates, but less likely to print and do quantitative easing and expand the Fed's balance sheet through asset purchases. That's what I think. And I think that if you look at what he said publicly, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I just wonder, I don't know if it's necessarily out of loyalty or if it's just, you know, just what his actual views are. So, well,
yeah, I mean, these are kind of things that he said for a long time prior to even becoming the nominee for Fed chairman. He said a lot of this stuff, right? So he kind of reiterated it yesterday. But again, Warsh, quantitative easing, okay, you can cut interest rates, and cutting interest rates can risk inflation going up for sure. But one of the things that is almost certain to make inflation rise is if the Fed starts printing and does quantitative easing, right? Like, that is almost certain to make inflation jump up in a much more drastic way. All right, look at the NASDAQ jump. So the NASDAQ did just jump. And so I'm not necessarily against the logic of, like, hey, you know, bring interest rates down, you know, be a little bit more strict with when you do quantitative easing, money printing and stuff like that, you know. But outside of that, like, you can cut interest rates small amounts to reduce the risk of, you know, weakening over time. We did get this news just dropped that Google is unveiling chips for AI training and inference in the latest shot at NVIDIA. So here's Google. Look at Google jump on this news. So Google just had a catalyst here. Look at Google jump. This is the catalyst right here. They're unveiling chips for AI training and inference in the latest shot at NVIDIA. We also just got news, and this is making the NASDAQ jump. This is one of the reasons the NASDAQ just jumped up, is because of this news that just came out. Yeah, look at that spike here. Is Nvidia going down on this? Is it competitive? Slightly, but not really. It's kind of going up with all things tech and sympathy. But again, here's Google. Google at 338.60s right now for Google. Nasdaq's following it. Is it possible for the markets to just keep rising based on ceasefire news? I mean, yeah, but the ceasefire ultimately makes markets go up because markets are essentially pricing in that during the ceasefire, we're going to get a longer term deal done, is what markets are really pricing in. Like, that's why markets are up, oil's down, but oil's not down that much here. Oil's at $90 a barrel. It is dipping down a little bit right now, but.
And plus, I think, I mean, it, it can only be driven so far.
Yeah. And again, Google Cloud introduces TPU 8T and TPU 8i chips for AI. And so again, we're putting some of this news stories in chat. This is the news that's making NASDAQ go up, Google go up, markets go down, is that Google's unveiling new chips. They're at 338s right now, so we'll watch this today. Oil supply issues are still there. Should be elevated. Well, yeah, but I mean, markets are already kind of pricing that in. Oil's at $90 a barrel for WTI crude. Brent crude's almost at 100. All right, Nasdaq's still rising here. So, interesting enough, Nvidia's actually going up a little bit on this report. Microsoft, Meta, they're up slightly. AMD, they're up a little bit, but look at the Nasdaq rise here. Yeah, I trade live. We're just covering market news and what's pushing markets up right now, but we trade live for sure.
John's top 3 best live trader of all time.
I am the top 3 or worst ever. That's definitely probably true. I'd say I'm both,
Top 3 worst,
with moments of brilliance and just genius trades every now and then, Definitely rare, but I mean, AMD's at 290s here. It hit 291s. So, yeah, I mean, technically it is at all-time highs. It doesn't actually confirm them until market open, though. So, if we stay up here, AMD is breaking all-time highs. Make sure you guys hit the live button next to the play button. Put it in 2x speed. We will be trading here. Oh, dude, I'm sick today, man. Ugh. Yeah, whatever we have, my whole family has this right now. It's like sore throat, stuffy nose, no fever, body aches, sore throat, stuffy nose, no fever. Which I guess is not as bad as it could be. It's just a cold, but
sounds like a party over there.
Yeah, dude, the whole fam's got it.
Like, you know what I do when I start getting sick is I just stop being sick and start being awesome instead.
I believe that. That's my philosophy as well, just say no to the sickness.
Yeah.
It's like that Disturbed song,
Down with the sickness.
Yeah. That's right. Don't put that negativity out there, Ja. Ugh. Barney Stinson quote.
That's what it was. Yes, I was waiting to see if anybody would catch it.
Dude, don't hate on me, do. I might be white, but I'm like cool white, and I've got 3% African in me. I did a DNA test. Who knows if it's accurate or not, But
I think they just throw random stuff at people, honestly. Yeah. I mean, for everybody listening, John's cool like the other side of the pillow,
Yeah. Not you, the other guy? Oh, you're talking about Brit. Yeah.
Because I made a reference? It's not very nice. I mean, I don't care, but...
Yeah. All right, guys, look, we're up to 26,870s now with the NASDAQ. 26,870s. Here's gold. Gold's at 47.73s. I don't know. My DNA test, I have I don't know what it is. It's something like that. Yeah, I'm mostly English, believe it or not. I mean, who knew I would be mostly English with the last name London, L-O-N-D-O-N. But again, I do have. I don't know. Again, I don't even know if it's accurate. Who knows? There's been question marks.
I was betting Mongolian.
I actually do have a little bit of Mongolian in me, but that's just because, Genghis Khan was such a, he just...
prolific conqueror.
Right, he just conquered everything, bro. Everybody's got a little bit of old Genghis in there. Yeah, you know.
Excuse me, I believe it's pronounced Genghis.
That's true. That's where the game comes from. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a funny guy, bro. Tell my daughter here, dude. My daughter, she, I'll tell my daughter these jokes, and then she'll recycle these jokes to her friends, and then have the audacity to tell me that she is funnier than me. Just
hey, look, I will say,
dude.
I do find Maddie to be very funny.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, Madeline.
Yeah, no, for sure. NASDAQ is on a little rebound here, though. We're at 26,870s. 26,870s. So, and again, oil is probably going down here. No, oil's actually not going down. So, NASDAQ is just going up probably on the Google news. We're up to 337s here. 337s. Friday will be choppy. Honestly, the whole week has been kind of interesting. It's hard to figure out which direction we're going to go. Like, we made a little bit of money here. The question is, do I buy this pullback now? Do I buy this pullback? Do I ride this pullback back down here? I don't know, man.
Give it a shot.
I might buy 850s if we get a pullback to 850s, but I'm also just kind of worried that we're going to get choppiness today. The Google news is that Google is unveiling chips for AI training and inference. Yeah, Bitcoin, again, up big on the day, man. Bitcoin back up to 78,000 here. 78,000 for Bitcoin. So, bro, I got to find a different playlist. This dog is just, hold on. Like I genuinely start thinking I'm in like a boss fight in Legend of Zelda when this song comes on or something. Here, hold on.
Let me hear this.
Where's my playlist here, dude? Get my playlist.
Sounds like a Ninja Gaiden boss fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like a boss fight somewhere. It's too much. Playlist. There we go.
That was some good pool shooting music, Hank Williams or something. Everybody loves that.
Yeah. Sounds like 3 a.m. clubs music. Yeah, that's basically what it sounds. It's too much. I don't know. The menacing ha 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 part is just kind of too much for me. If it didn't have the menacing ha 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 part, I might like it. But yeah, Bitcoin up, guys.
What's I know we touched on it a little bit earlier. What's Nvidia doing? Like where's Nvidia priced at right now?
Nvidia is over 200 still, and I think the big spot for Nvidia is $200 here. Like here's 200, it's right here. Nvidia is over that now, but it's close enough to it, and I think it's such a big psychological level. It's going to be relevant to pay attention to probably. Why everyone's distracted? What's up, Zinda? While everyone is distracted with oil and gold and silver and crypto in the stock market, natural gas is the best trade. Is it? Here's natural gas. I mean, are you long or short? The natural gas chart is skewed because of the winter storm we had. Here's the winter storm. Natural gas popped up to like 744s. And since then, it's basically been downtrending slowly. So we'll see what happens with it. But are you long or short natty gas? Or wait, what is this? This is NG. Yeah, this is natty gas. Okay. Good stream vibes today. Yeah, we're gonna stream Tesla earnings.
Sounds like a DJ name. DJ Natty Gas.
Right. That's actually me, Britt. I'm him.
Well, that's you when you forget to take
Figured
your
me out.
Right?
Yeah. Long natural gas just broke out of this downward trend line. Palantir to 150 today. Yeah. Palantir. We're at 148s right now. 148s. Natty gym goer. I'm definitely natty.
Oh yeah, totally.
The reason I don't compete in jiu-jitsu is because, bro, like I would be in the masters section. All right, look at the, hold on real quick. NASDAQ just jumped back up here. Let me look at oil to see if it's Middle Eastern related. No, it's not. Is it Google related? Yes, it is. Google just rebounded back up. 336 is for Google. I think it's Google. NASDAQ up to 884s. Remember, all-time highs on the NASDAQ are very close. All-time highs are 901s. We're at 88s right now. So 91 is all-time highs. Basically, we're at 880s. 901. 890s now. Again, all-time highs are about right here, guys. Let me make sure it's 901 and not 910. Yeah, it's 901.75 here. So we're about to break all-time highs in the NASDAQ, it looks like here, guys. So we keep pushing up here. Here's the NASDAQ right here. It's getting up there right now. So, yeah, Google announced chips. Oracle is flying up. And I'm in Oracle right now. And I love to see this right now for Oracle. I'm in it. People made fun of me about this trade. I had diamond hands in Oracle. And look at me today. Oracle.
Is
almost
Oracle
190.
Because of the Google news too, or is it something else?
Or Oracle expanded their partnership with Google Cloud is what the news is.
Okay.
My average price at Oracle is 166, guys. Who's laughing now? I mean, everybody, I guess.
I'm always laughing at you.
You know.
Yeah, because you're a funny guy, I mean.
So I didn't see news that just dropped that says Pakistan sees positive signals in U.S.-Iran mediation efforts, according to Al Mayadeen. Again, positive signals in Iran, U.S. mediation efforts. Bro, it's just so back and forth with this type of stuff. You know, it sounds like Pakistan really wants to get a deal done. Like, really wants us to get a deal done. But
I'm sure they do. I mean,
but when we hear from Iran, or sorry, go ahead, Brett, my bad, dude.
No, I mean it's fine. I was gonna say I'm sure they do. I mean that, you know, the stability of that whole region, you know, is dependent on this, and that includes them. So
right, they want to get a deal done, right? But the problem is that when we hear from Iran, they kind of say the opposite. You know, now granted, there's multiple different factions and they're kind of scattered, and that's absolutely true. But they're definitely taking a more hardline approach.
Oh yeah,
like basically, like Iran will basically come out and be like, "We're never gonna do a deal with the U.S. until this, and this happens." You know, I can't believe the U.S. The U.S. is full of crap, like all this other stuff. And then 3 minutes later, Pakistan will come out and they'll be like, "Hey guys, the U.S. and Iran love each other. They're getting along great, and it's looking like a deal's gonna get done." You know, and it's like, really, like, bro, 3 minutes ago they said they hated us. What are you talking about? Like what?
It's like you can kind of imagine it happening, like we're publicly like, we will never sign a deal. Then like behind the scenes, like, hey, listen, if you could just kind of make this thing happen.
Yeah, right. Iran will say we will never sign a deal with the U.S. Pakistan 2 minutes later says deal with the U.S. is likely soon. You know, yeah, that's really been the last like 3 weeks. Last 3 weeks. And I'm on Pakistan's side. Like I want a deal getting done. Honestly, I'm tired of talking about this in my finance stream. Like I run a finance stream here. I'm tired of talking about Middle Eastern conflicts, to be honest. It's not really my style. I'm not really a super political guy. I'd rather move on from this and go back to economic data. But
it's also just a very polarizing topic.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I got out of
most
hips.
people in the stream.
Go ahead.
Most people in the stream are done a very good job of being objective, though.
No, for sure. I mean, the stream's pretty objective. Yeah, no, somebody's saying you should have held Hims too, bro. I got out of Hims. Hims is a very interesting move here. Hims basically, this is what happened with Hims, and I got just faked out of this. Right here, Novo, I blame Novo for this. Novo was like, yo, we're going after Hims. We are going to sue Hims for offering, you know, lower grade, like low quality weight loss drugs. Right? So Hims, and at the time, dropped like 50+% on this news. And then dipped down 50%. And then, what is this? Like a month or two later, Novo comes out and says, hey, actually, we're dropping our lawsuit against Hims. Like, we're going to let them live. And then Hims basically goes right back up to where it was. Overall, it's just too volatile. Like, I got out of it. I'm not holding that. It was a small position anyway. I'm just not going to hold Hims through that type of craziness here. I think Hims might do well long term, but again, I'm just not going to hold Hims through it. I cut it a long time ago.
Maybe they bought stock in it.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. They're just competitive. You know, they're just competitive. According to my analysis, I'm expecting an all-time high by the end of the day, not now. Yeah, maybe. It just, again, really it depends on what happens. Tesla earnings is going to have a lot to do with that. Tesla, even though it's not really in the Mag 7 anymore, it's still a really heavily weighted stock. And so if Tesla like kills it with their earnings and goes up big, markets will probably react well. If Tesla does not, obviously markets might not react well. And that's kind of where we're at with it. Now, we do have some other earnings after the closing bell today, and we will be streaming this live. But Boeing came out. We got Tesla and IBM today.
Did NASDAQ just break all-time highs?
Not quite. It didn't quite get there yet. All-time highs are 901. It hit 9s. So the NASDAQ got up to like, let me see what the high of this candle was. 26,950. It looks like it might right now. So NASDAQ's getting ready to break all-time highs. Again, all-time highs are right here. Let me draw this. Again, all-time highs are right here on the NASDAQ. So at this red line. Yeah, this green line that we just drew right here, this is the all-time high. So it's getting very, very close to it. But it's not quite there yet. Not quite there yet.
Such a good line drawer.
Yeah, listen to this. Google says 75% of all new code at Google is AI generated now. 75%. I'm telling you guys, man. Again, I've been telling people this. I think programmers don't want to look at this objectively because they don't want to believe that something that they're
becoming obsolete.
Right, something that they spend a large percentage of their life learning is becoming less useful and less needed. And this is really weird because we saw this pivot. But that's absolutely what happened. Again, as a programmer myself, I think you got to look at it objectively. And so you either need to raise your skills to a point where, you use AI with it and you become one of the few programmers that are still needed, or you accept it and move on to something else.
Change fields. I guess like a hashtag learn to coal mine kind of moment.
Yeah, 100%. And I see somebody say programmers will become managers. I agree 100%. Yeah, I mean, I think people will learn programming, but I think it's going to be in a different way for different reasons and different things. Yeah, I think it could also be a situation in which AI, like building and programming AI systems, obviously could be big in the future. But even that, I think, is going to get, ironically, filled a lot with AI as well. So yeah, become an expert in AI.
All jobs, master of all.
That's true.
Hey, look, honestly, John is a very adaptable dude. He learns quickly.
This is true. It's true. To everyone that works in an office, what is a programmer who needs computers to make a living and is threatened by AI? You can always come work in the auto industry. We are short of. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, electrician, plumbers, trades are going to be more immune.
Yeah,
sure.
At least for the next probably 10 to 20 years, it's trades are the wave of the future.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of people don't like to hear that because most people were taught growing up, go to college, don't work outside in the heat, but sometimes you got to.
Yeah, technology evolves, guys. That's the reality of it.
Yep.
Yeah, remember, an interesting thing about next week is next week we have the FOMC meeting, and it's Jerome Powell's last one. So it's actually going to be a big one. It's going to be the last time we hear from Jerome Powell in the Federal Reserve, as long as he actually steps down, which that's a big question mark. We've heard news that Powell wasn't going to step down until the subpoena is over, until the Department of Justice probe is over. And when the president spoke about it last week, he said that it's not over, basically. And so it really is an interesting situation where we could see Powell. But then the president also basically said that if he didn't, he would fire Powell, basically, which he can't do directly. It's kind of an interesting dynamic there. We'll have to wait and see what happens on that front. What happens to the pay rate for trades once everyone enters the trades because that's all that's hiring? Does that push wages down for experienced tradesmen? Experienced tradesmen are going to be more immune to it, but it's definitely going to push the pay down for entry level, which means over time, it's going to push the pay down for everybody. You know,
I agree, but it'll take some time. Like you said, master tradesmen, master electricians, plumbers, things like that, they will be immune to it for a while. But even people entering the field will have some immunity at first because we have such a deficit. We have like a 50 or 60% deficit of skilled tradesmen. So it'll take a while before I think wages are stifled.
100%. And again, I've said this once, I'll say it again. Eventually, we are going to be here. I might buy this dip here, guys. I'm thinking about buying this dip. I'm a little worried about it, but you know what? We already got a cushion here. I don't know. I'd rather like 875. If we get 875, I'll buy that. I think we got close enough to all-time highs without breaking it. You know what? I'm going to start to buy this. And we're going to take it small and then add to it if it goes in my favor. I just think we're really close to all-time highs. And, you know, I think it makes sense to watch this and see if we can make a move back up there towards all-time highs. But anyways, going back to what I was saying here, eventually AI will replace trades as well. I see some people saying, oh, well, these jobs won't ever have robots. Yes, they will, dude. Now, it might be a long time from now, but eventually it's an inevitability. Like, eventually robots are going to be the more efficient thing versus paying somebody to do it. It all has to do with energy costs as well, but eventually that's going to happen.
It will. I mean, unless we intentionally don't do that. I mean, unless we intentionally reserve a certain sector for human labor just to give people things to do.
I doubt that. I doubt that.
I doubt it. I doubt it too. It's less efficient. But even once like the robotics side of it is capable enough to operate out in the field, the AI still has to have the ability to reason objectively and make like decisions on the fly, which honestly that'll probably happen before we have robots physically capable of doing the work.
100% agree. 100% agree. And I see somebody talking about tattooing. Kevin, AI is definitely going to replace tattoo artists for sure. You still might have an artist design them, but even that's definitely going to get replaced as well. But if anybody's ever seen Starship Troopers, rest in peace to the guy who stole Rico's girl in Starship Troopers. I can't remember his name. I'm going to take half off here and just lock the profit in, and now just kind of sit here and wait on this trade since it's very small. But
I remember his name either, but forget him.
Yeah, you know, he stole Rico's girl. I ride for Rico for life. But no, rest in peace to the dude. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. But point is,
his name was Cameron.
Yeah. No, I think his name was Patrick something.
No, you're thinking about Neil Patrick Harris.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm talking about who's the guy that played Rico in football and then eventually worked at the flight school and then stole Rico's girl.
And then the big bug killed him.
Right, and then the big bug, you know.
Yeah.
Chat, who is this man? What's his name in Starship Troopers? But he passed away yesterday. But anyways, going back to Starship Troopers. In Starship Troopers,
I thought you just meant in the movie. The guy actually died? Sorry, I didn't know that.
No, he actually died. Muldoon.
You just talking about in the movie.
No, bro, he passed away yesterday. Rest in peace, man. He's still a good actor. I love that
RIP.
movie. Great movie. I saw the news of it yesterday, and I was like, I recognize that guy. Who's this guy? And then I was like, oh yeah, Starship Troopers.
Hey, whoever said that in the chat is right. Yeah, his name was Xander in the movie.
Yeah, Xander and Starship Troopers. Rest in peace. But yeah, point is, we're gonna have tattoo machines just like in Starship Troopers very, very soon. I would say within 5 years.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think we're gonna have AI producing the artwork for them as well.
I think they'll probably look reminiscent of 3D printers initially.
Well, I think what we're going to do is like, okay, it's going to make the cream rise to the crop, so to speak. And so what I mean by that is like eventually we're going to have AI do it. We're going to have robot tattoo artists, right? And so what that means is for the less, I'm going to cut out right here and just get out flat on the rest here. But what I mean by that is like we're going to have robot tattoo artists. The people that are... I'm trying to think of the most delicate way. The not good tattoo artists, they're going to completely lose business. Because, you know, but the really skilled tattoo artists, the ones that do stuff really, really well, that produce really high quality tattoos, they're going to stick around and you're probably going to have to pay a premium to get those, right? Like that's the new dynamic of it, right? Like where The lower half is going to lose business. The upper half is going to maybe get paid a little bit more, but have less business overall over time.
I agree. That's one of the few fields I think where the human element will always have a place.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I think 100%. But anyways, NASDAQ did get, I got out, we made money on the trade, but now the NASDAQ is dipping down. Let's watch oil here, guys. Let's watch oil. And again, we don't have any economic data today, guys. We don't have economic data today. Not really. Slower week. We got a lot of stuff next week. Next week, we have like GDP and PCE for March and more. We got like the Fed decision next week. So next week's pretty busy, actually. But let's see what happens. Oil spiking, NASDAQ dipping down some here. Let's see what else we got going on. Iran is hitting its third ship in Hormuz. The Revolutionary Guard reportedly attacked a third vessel in the Strait of Hormuz, escalating tensions. You can see the NASDAQ dip down on this. Oil might spike a little bit here. Oil's still over $100. It was a container ship called Francesca, owned by Mediterranean Shipping, was targeted while waiting to enter the Gulf of Oman. So a little bit of back and forth escalation here. Again, on this news, you can see the NASDAQ dipping down. And you can kind of see oil popping higher here. We're over $90 for oil. NASDAQ is now under 26,900s again. And was very close to all-time highs here. So the NASDAQ was very close to all-time highs. Yeah, I could never tattoo people. Look at the NASDAQ still dipping here on this news. I could never tattoo people by my pawn. It's just not something like... I was a big drawer. Look at oil spike here. So we're getting a little delayed reaction to this. But,
I think I could do really good smiley face tattoos. That's probably about it.
Right. I could draw a couple specific things. I could draw a motorcycle. 12-year-old me.
It's
still a pretty bad motorcycle here. But look at the NASDAQ dip here. Oil going up. I could draw sharks. I was really into sharks as like a 12-year-old. Jaws. So I can draw a shark.
The only way I could tattoo is if it's like a paint by numbers kind of thing.
That's right. A trace. I can trace.
Yeah.
Oil spiking, NASDAQ dipping as we get attacks, or we get news of attacks on a third ship in the Strait of Hormuz from Iran. Iran attacked a third ship in the Strait of Hormuz. More escalation. And the big question is, does this break the ceasefire?
I don't even know.
Yeah, we got Canadian housing.
So hectic, it's hard to guess.
It really is. And it just goes back and forth every single day. We get back and forth action here. But oil.
We're very close to signing agreement, and then somebody just craps all over it.
Right, 100%.
Sorry, what were you saying? I interrupted you.
I can't remember. It's all right. Dude, I talk a lot. I've been running this stream by myself for years. So, cut me off, bro. Yell at me, dude.
Shut up, John. Stop talking.
I know, dude. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. Won't happen again, Britt.
You better not.
Market already digested that. Yeah, I mean, look, oil back over 90s. It's at 90.66. And the NASDAQ was really close to all-time highs. Did not quite get to it. Did not quite get to it for the NASDAQ here. The S&P might have, though. Let's see. S&P dipping down. All-time highs on the S&P are 71.85s. Yeah, so S&P got really close. S&P all-time highs are up here, though. So this is the all-time highs on the S&P. So NASDAQ closer. Probably from like the Google news that pushed it up about them producing more chips and stuff like that, making the NASDAQ, which is more tech-heavy, move up. But oil still elevated. NASDAQ dipping down here on this news chat. See what happens here, but
an echo in whose sound, John's or mine? Whatever.
Echo in a sound? Yeah, I don't know. NASDAQ sell and forget.
Maybe it's just the acousticals.
Can I set a goal? Goal amount. I don't want super chat goal. I just want a like goal. I'm not going to set a super chat goal. That just feels greedy. Like, hey guys, I expect you guys to donate $1,000 to me today. That's the goal. $1,000 donation today. If you do, donate $1,000. You know, I might say one nice thing about you guys.
Might being the key word there.
Maybe. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna say it. I thought it would let me do a like goal. I would like a like goal, but a donation goal, I'm just not gonna do that. All right, so yeah, again, this is just more escalation here. We are down to 865s right now on the Nasdaq. Oil is back up to almost $91 a barrel here. Yeah, I wish they had like goals. That would make more sense. You know, donation goal just seems like I'm not gonna do that to you guys. Paper crude artificially surpassed, while the physical crude oil currently 150. Yeah, he's probably talking about paper crude, meaning like crude futures versus actual barrels of oil.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. All right, so oil coming back down here. Anytime somebody says like paper oil, paper silver, paper gold, they're most of the time referring to like digital, you know.
Okay.
All right, guys. So Nasdaq started to rebound back up. We're close to all-time highs here, but yeah. Is this a dip worth buying, chat? Let me know. Should I buy this dip right now? Should I buy this dip? Get your votes out. Get your votes ready. Should I buy this dip right now?
Buy it.
Does no one else hear an issue with their sound? No. Does anybody else hear an issue with their sound? Nasdaq's still dipping back down here, though. Look at this drop in the NQ here, guys. So oil dipping. Nasdaq. Or no, oil ripping, Nasdaq dipping here. No issue. No issue. No. Okay, cool.
Other than the fact that our voices are too melodic, you know?
Right.
Enchanting.
We should start a rap duo. No? All good with the sound? No sound issues? Okay, cool. All right, guys. Nasdaq still falling down here. Look at this drop right here. So Nasdaq is coming back down. We are dropping some. No issue? Should I buy this dip, guys? All right, look. People have confirmed there's no issue. It's on your end, whoever said that. Buy or short right now? Buy or short? The Nasdaq is a dipping here. We're almost at the 200 exponential. I'm going to greedily buy this right here. We're so close to the 200 EMA. I'm taking it.
I think you should buy it.
And I'm going to take 2 down here, or 3 actually. Let's see if we get a little pop. Right at the 200 EMA. I'm going to immediately start scaling out of this. But I'm going to see if we get a longer term bounce here. A little scalp on the volume profile. 200 exponential as well. There we go. Just a little scalp on the day. I'm going to hold this last one a little bit longer. We maybe hold it break even. But we're pretty much flat on this account. I mean, no, we're green on this account on the day. We're green on this account overall, I believe, as well. Trying to give it a little bit more time, though. Very small green on this account, though.
Someone asked a quick, stupid question. What's the difference between a fully colored candle and a not fully colored one? I'm assuming they're talking about wicks. I don't know.
It's just a setting. What do you mean a fully colored? You mean like these are solid candles? The setting I have here is that green candles are clear, and then these are red. It's just a setting I have on the chart. You know, so it's just a setting, really.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see what they're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Like here's Trade Evade. They're all filled candles here.
I'm assuming you made one solid and one hollow just to make it easier to differentiate at a glance.
Yeah, for sure. I just like the way it looked.
Yeah.
All right, so we did bounce at the 200 exponential here, but it's pretty small.
The ones that are filled are John Wicks.
Yeah. Somebody say those are doji candles. Doji candles are hold on, I do have to watch this position here. We did make money on it, but doji candles are like where there's basically balance in between the two. I'm trying to see if I can find one here. This is kind of a doji candle where it, it's a little mixed. Maddie beat me 2 times yesterday at ping pong.
With my eyes closed.
With her eyes closed and with her feet, with 1 foot tied.
1 foot tied behind her back.
Yeah, that's right. She beat me. She
Always
genuinely did beat me twice.
I always believed in Maddie. I knew she could do it.
Britt said he always believed in you. He knew you could do it. But that he knows I'm secretly better. I'm just better than you are, he says. And that he can never accept the fact that you're not as good as me, but that's okay. Love
Good
you.
riffing, John.
Okay. Yeah. I heard you say it, Britt. I heard you say it.
I totally said it. I mean, I can cop to it.
That's right. My ping pong skills are slipping, bro. I challenged her yesterday. Like, she wanted me to just play like a easy game where we just kind of volley back and forth. And last night I was like, I challenge you, Manny. I need my daily dose of competition here. And we played. She beat me twice in a row. I'm pretty upset about it.
Your problem is you never perfected your backhand. You need to go to Wong's School of Ping Pong.
That's right. I know. Listen.
Play against Randy Daytona.
Randy Daytona, the GOAT. The GOAT. I'm going to Disney World, Britt. All right, so I'm still in this trade. Let's see if we hold here. We're at 850s. I think we got to get over 850s. 850 might be rejecting it. I might add to it. It might be a longer term trade. But markets are close to all-time highs. And so I think if there's, if there's a bias, it should be on the long side today, just because we're close to all-time highs. Now, eventually this dynamic might break and we might start coming down, obviously. You can see through my hair, guys. Let me fix this.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Look like Ghost John.
Yeah. I'm like Patrick Swayze, Britt. Yeah.
Except better hair.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could actually push it that far. That man had great hair.
He had that 80s
all
hair.
feathered.
Right?
Yeah, dude, all feathered and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Head and shoulders. Yeah, I mean, I'm long here. We're at the 200 exponential. I just want to see if we bounce here and start heading back up. Maybe we'll add to it if we go deep enough green here on this volatility.
Also, everybody do us a favor and smash the like button.
Right, for sure. I read this online. You must enable extended hours trading, and it's recommended to use limit orders due to lower liquidity and higher volatility. Oh, you're talking about Robinhood. Yeah, I don't know about that. If we're talking extended hours, meaning pre-market, pre-9:30, or after hours at past 4 p.m., you have to use EXT orders and limit orders. You can't market in after hours, depending on what you're trading. If you're trading futures, it's different. You can market in and out of futures whenever you want. But if you're trading shares, you have to use EXT orders. And you have to use limit orders if it's not between if it's not between 9:30 to 4 p.m. window Eastern time. All right, guys. Again, we're waiting here. We're waiting, but yeah, Tesla earnings today. I will cut this pretty quickly if we break under the 200 EMA. I don't want to get in this high volume area here and just chop in between that range. So we're green on the day, but not super green here. We'll let it test the 200 EMA and then cut it if it can't break. Whoa, some type of catalyst just happened. And then hold on, I gotta be careful here though. Look at that. You saw that candle? That looks catalyst driven of some sort. Let me check the news.
A little behind, so I'm
Maybe not.
It yet.
I don't know. We just got a huge move up, and then not I don't know, huge move, but ECB's lane says speed of adoption of AI will be key for Europe. Length of war will determine the shocks to the euro economy. Very strange move there just now. Did anybody see that?
Mm-mm.
Can you explain the logic behind buying this? I mean, the logic's pretty simple here. We've been positively ranging close to all-time highs. We're pulling back to the 200 exponential right here, which is a milestone level, and we've already taken profit on the trade once already, so we're going to make money on the trade, most likely. And we're going to let it test the 200 exponential. If it breaks down below it, we're going to get out, we're going to cover this right here and still make money on the trade and make money on the day. But see if the NASDAQ can actually hold the 200 EMA and continue back towards highs. That's the logic of it. Might still happen, but we're looking at the volume profile as well. As we get closer to this high volume area of the volume profile right here, I just don't want to, I don't want to move down here and then start going like this again, right? So instead, I'm going to see if we can attack some of that range, and it might still actually hold, but we're green on the day. Mostly attacking the long side here, but once we start to get down here, I trust it less, so to speak. Yeah, I could liquidity grab and move right back up, but I just wanted to retain some of the profits we made in the original trade overall. Like, lock in some of the profits and not worry too much about it. Oil's still up. It's at $91 a barrel here, so. Am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute.
No.
Would you consider shorting if it drops below the 200 EMA? I might. And like if we get under the volume weighted average price here, maybe. But for now, I don't like a short. I think anytime we drop, it's mostly on escalating tensions. But like I said, we'll see, man. We'll see. I might go the other way. I just right now we're holding at the 200 exponential, but it's just going back and forth too much for me to really be interested in sitting in this.
Yeah, I mean, if it did dip below, what are the odds that, like, just the psychology behind that would push it lower?
It's definitely possible. You know, it's kind of a milestone level here at the 200 EMA. We rode it up to 60 or so and then took some of that off, and then it dips below here and we cut it. But these are also small trades. We're pretty, you know, these are just small trades.
Yeah.
Yeah. All we can do is make a trade idea and then take it. It's really easy to criticize trades once, you know, it goes against me. But market's just whippy right now. It's really news driven. And so we're trading really small and just trying to build up a cushion on the day that we can use to attack more trades at the open. Well, King Izzy, that's on your end, brother. The rest of the street.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's something to do with your settings or your equipment.
Yeah, no, for sure. And if we keep holding here at the 200 EMA here, here's the 200 exponential. We're right at that level now, you know, so we're right at that level now. Chat, are you guys bullish or bearish on the day? Let me know, bull or bear. Let me know in chat right now. Do I not have a poll going? Okay, we do have one. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, okay. So we got 66% say the NASDAQ does break all-time highs today. Yeah, bull or bear, guys. Let me know. Put it in chat. Bull, 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 neutral. I'm a polar bear in the South Pole. Bear, bullish, bearish. Huge drop today. Bull. Right now, the market's just sideways. It's holding at the 200 exponential, though, which maybe is an optimistic time. What's up, Universal Code? Bear? Yeah. Bull, bull. I would say there's slightly more bulls than bears today. And even if we look at our poll option, it says, does the NASDAQ break all-time highs today? 66% say yes, it does.
Some said cricket. I say bull.
I can't tell if he was. Yeah, I mean, bull is generally the safer until June bear. Bullish to Warsh coming and then heavy bear. Yeah, we'll see what Warsh does. Warsh was talking yesterday about maybe doing less updates in the FOMC. Like they were even talking about like maybe they wouldn't even do an FOMC press conference. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna do an FOMC press conference, but I should have held my long, guys. I blame all the bears out there. I should have held it. Yeah, I did see the Palantir $300 million contract, although it didn't really react to it. The market really reacted well to Google's announcement of producing more chips for inference and other stuff. And you can see Google on the left side here. And that's what boosted the NASDAQ close to highs again, was Google, actually, specifically here. So, Q breaks all-time highs on Friday. I mean, it might break it today here, bro. The Q is the NASDAQ, right? So the Q is the NQ. And it hit all-time highs this morning, 650.20, it looks like. Yeah, 650.60s. Although it will only register specifically after the opening bell, I think, for the Q. But the Q is the NQ. The SPY is the S&P. Right, so the SPY is the ES, basically. Same price action. Look, here's the Q on the... Yeah, you can see this here. If I zoom out on the NASDAQ futures contract. Look. It's the same thing. You know? Not really much going on to upset the momentum today. Check the microchip ETF, Soxel. Yeah, I mean, it's going up with the Google thing as well. Next week's earnings. Yeah, next week's earnings are interesting. Tesla earnings. All right, so the bears did win. NASDAQ did go down here, although this is a big red candle. Look at this red candle. Maybe we've just been chopping so much, but it looks like I cut it in time.
You think Tesla will eventually pivot away from vehicles completely?
I don't know, man. I think they'll... so wait, real quick. The Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson says the naval blockade on Iranian ports is still in place and it is an aggressive measure. Iran's IRGC issues a warning suggesting it could cut undersea internet cables and cloud infrastructures in the Persian Gulf. We got news that US PC inflation is going to average 3.7% in quarter 2, 3.4% potentially in quarter 3, and 3.2% in quarter 4 in the late March poll. But again, the Iranian foreign minister spokesperson said the naval blockade on Iranian ports is still in place and it is an aggressive measure. NASDAQ is going down so far here. We are dropping a little bit. What's up, MBK? We're turning bear fast. Yeah, the bears definitely won this battle here. Yeah, we are going a little bearish. Uber invests on Lucid over 38 million shares. I've seen a lot of Lucids recently. Would I buy the stock? No. Also, we're going to put it in sub-only mode. So we are now in sub-only mode. I expect all the subscribers who are still able to comment. Listen, subscribe. Do it now. Just try it one time. It might, you know, get you far. Announce yourself. Show us you're subscribed in the chat. We appreciate it.
There's a real rush for first-time subscribers, you know?
Right.
And join the Discord, too.
Yeah, join the Discord. That's right. Sorry, I can't. If you're commenting now, you're subscribed. What's up? W, oil rip. We here? I'm subbed. Hey, thank you, Blaze. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, there's the Discord link right there. Bitcoin not doing well. I mean, Bitcoin's up. Where's Bitcoin? Here's Bitcoin right here. I mean, I don't know. I don't think 1 minute candle of pullbacks is bearish for Bitcoin. Dude, okay, there we go. Bitcoin's pretty green overall. It's back up to almost 80K. I think if it breaks over 80K, it's going to be really optimistic. Really optimistic.
Thanks, Chef. Good morning, Tiny.
Yeah, never unsub, never surrender, I think is a quote somebody said about me one time. Thanks for the show, John. Always chilling here. We try, brother. We try. Thank you, Clayton. What's up, MV? Do you think we're going up or down? Go ahead, Britt.
No, first off, I think we're going to go up. And second off, you look just like Tim Allen, you know?
Me?
Yeah, dude. Just like him.
Maybe Amish well, at least
Allen. What?
Maybe Amish Tim Allen, you know?
That was I love that movie. That was so funny.
Yeah,
but, no, I mean you have the hair from shoot. What was the series he did in the movie?
Home Improvement?
No. The sci-fi. I'm having a brain fart, man. The Star Trek comedy thing he did.
Oh, Galaxy Quest.
There you go. Yeah, like you have good hair like him in that. So I mean, I think you're just kind of a shoe-in to play Tim Allen's character in the reboot. You know.
At this point, I'm just happy I have hair. You know, like I'm just glad I got
Me too. I was worried I was going to lose mine, and it did thin, but it's still there.
We all thin, bro. My hair's thinning right here. Like, look, if I push it back, you know, I still got it though. But
yeah.
All right. Anyways, enough about hair. You know.
Well, you know, hair today, gone tomorrow.
That's right. That's right. NASDAQ at 26,820s right now. 26,820s. Gold at 47.60s. Hims? I'm not buying Hims.
Why is everybody concentrating on hymns?
It's an interesting stock. Hims basically, like, if you want to know what the business model there is, Hims basically sells. They ship prescriptions to your door that you might not want people to see, right? So,
Yeah,
like, do you want to go buy balding medicine in store? No, you don't, right? That's kind of embarrassing. You don't want to do that. What Hims does is they ship it straight to your door. You don't have to do it. You meet with the doctor online, and that's how they work. And so they've got a business here, but the question is, how scalable is it? And I don't know. I like Hims, but
doesn't Rougiette do the same thing?
yeah, there's a bunch of spawns from Hims. Hims was one of the first people to do it, but now a bunch of other companies have like spawned off from it, and they basically offer it now. Competition heated up for it. It's kind of a natural thing when somebody has a good idea, other companies begin to follow.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, gold dipping down. Nasdaq sitting right at that volume weighted average price level here. So here's the VWAP. It's this purple line on the chart. And in my opinion, you got two major moving average milestone levels on a chart. You got two major ones. The first one is the 200 exponential. It's this yellow line. The other one is the volume weighted average price right here. I think this is the fight that markets need to get through. And sometimes we just chop in these ways, but we have bounced so far at the VWAP. You can see on both of these levels, right? If you look at both of these charts, you can see at the 200 exponential, we move down to it, and then we kind of fight it for a little while. Like, we don't break down immediately under it. You know why? It's because some traders are buying it up right there. Same thing with the volume weighted average price. So we move down to that, and now we're fighting that one a little bit here. And both of these levels are relevant because other traders watch it. Remember, technicals are self-fulfilling. And so, you know, why do they work? They work because a bunch of other people watch these levels. They work because people think they work, and they in turn base their trades around them. And so that's why I said, somebody asked me when I would short. I don't know if I'm going to short under the VWAP as well, but I'm definitely going to start looking for shorts more if we cleanly break this and hold down here for a little while, and then maybe potentially start heading back down. But again, it's one of those situations where we really have no idea, and there's variance. And really the VWAP, if you look at it, one of the reasons people like the VWAP is because it stays on the chart regardless of the time frame. It doesn't move with the time frame. Like, if I put a 5-minute 200 exponential up, it's going to change price. But the VWAP stays at the same price regardless of the time frame you're using here. And so what you see here is traders buying the VWAP, traders buying the VWAP, traders buying the VWAP here. So it's still kind of a line in the sand on this chart on the NASDAQ. And maybe we bounce back up. We get over the 200 EMA. Maybe there's a long trade. But for now, honestly, what we have is we have a big range in choppiness if we look at indices. You know, here's the range that we had most of the morning. We are putting in kind of higher lows, though. So maybe on a longer term perspective, you could look for a move up. If we break underneath this low or this low here under the VWAP, maybe you could look for a trade back down and attack the range. But at this point, like I said before, markets are just getting really immune and numb to some of the headlines that we get going on about Iran and the conflict and all that stuff that's been going on now for well over a month, almost 2 months now. Oil is green on the day as well. So we're in a situation where both the NASDAQ is technically green and oil is green on the day. So yeah, AMD looks good.
That's aren't dumb or stupid. You just don't know what you don't know.
Well, the VWAP changes with price range. Yeah, what I'm saying is with time frame it does that. 20-day VWAP is going to be the same thing. It's going to be at 820 whatever is a 1 minute, which is at 820 whatever.
So basically, what you were saying earlier was it's all just a psychological range.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an average price range, and people use that, again, as milestone levels. Like, the VWAP is basically a moving average with price taken into the equation. The 200 exponential is a long-term 200-day moving average, right? So both of these are relevant because they're longer-term milestone indicators. I also look at the previous closing price a lot. And so, like, the previous closing price on the NASDAQ is way down here. It's this light blue line I have on my chart. Like, this level here is the previous closing price. And so just because that's the red to green, green to red level, other people pay attention to that. I usually look at a mix of that mixed with, like, milestone levels and indicators. And so I'll look at, like, 800 right here. If we take 800 and we extend it to the left and then zoom out, you can kind of see markets have respected this 800 level to a certain extent historically. Like, look, we bounced directly on it here. We rejected off of it a few times here. We held support here, and so markets are definitely pricing that in. I would also say maybe like 7.5 right here is interesting as well. And if we zoom out, we can kind of see a similar dynamic there. Above us, 900. If we extend this one to the left, this is the new all-time highs, basically right here, right around 900. And so, like I said, whole dollar numbers, milestone levels, all-time highs. Those two indicators here and here, it kind of gives me a little range to attack. If we add that with the volume profile, it becomes even more useful, you know. So, Femi says, John, good decision to bring on Britt. Genuinely seems like a good dude. Shout out to Britt. Hey, thank you, Femi. I appreciate it, brother.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it too.
Yeah,
genuinely.
Yeah, Britt, you weren't here Monday, dude.
I'm so sorry.
I was personally offended by that, you know.
That was the goal, so you know, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to be here. I just had something I had to attend to.
Well, yeah, the VWAP does not change on an hourly chart. Here's the NASDAQ VWAP. It's at the same price. It's at 823, whatever. So it doesn't matter. Look, 823, whatever. On an hourly chart, 1 minute chart, it is 823, whatever. So oil's still elevated. NASDAQ's still coming down, and we're actually testing the VWAP area now here. So we did reject at the 200 exponential up here, and now we're looking bearish. Again, I'm looking at some of these lows down here because if we start to break down underneath these lows, the higher low dynamic isn't necessarily there anymore. So we'll see if we continue to drop, but we are at 820s now on the NASDAQ. Oil is at 91.20s or so, 91.30s here. Yeah, what if Brit secretly this whole time was just AI? You know?
From the Matrix, you know?
That's right. You know? You're Agent Smith.
Nah, dude, I'm the dude with the beard in the room watching all the TV monitors, you know, controlling everything. I don't remember his name.
The architect.
There you go.
You're talking about the architect.
Yeah.
He's kind
I
of a
can't
jerk.
remember my own name, but I'm the architect.
Yeah, that's right. He's kind of a jerk, so I think it fits.
Totally fits.
You have such a good understanding of the economics behind the markets, which is why I can't understand what's possessing you to buy this. I mean, I'm not buying this right now. I bought it earlier, but that's a day trade, brother. You know, you should understand, like, day trading is different than economics. You know, long term we might be going down. I can still make money on the long side day trade. So I'm just kind of getting out right now. I'm not really in any trades here. I don't really like any of this. I think we're too sideways. But I do think if we start to break some of these lows here, it looks bearish, obviously. And if we can't hold over the VWAP or the 200 exponential and we start trending down towards those lows, that might get more interesting as well here. But we do have to kind of wait for this. I mean, I'm green on the day, Horace, you know. I mean, I'm green, bro.
And some people say that's better than red.
Some people do say that, you know. The chat might disagree with you here, but some people are saying it's better. And I agree. I agree, man. You know.
Chat better support us in this is all I gotta say.
You guys better support us here, guys. You better, you know. Yeah, I'm one of those guys where you better support everything I do or you're banned for life, you know. You know, give me a bubble here, you know. That's what I want. I just want only agreement. Only agreement.
Conditions of friendship, huh?
Yeah. All right, but yeah, markets are kind of sideways. Oil's still pushing up, though. Is there a good oil trade to get into today, guys?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're testing the volume weighted average price level. I bought a share of Microsoft. Hey, good luck, my friend. I support everything you do, and I'm still banned. See, just for the fact that you're disagreeing with me, you're banned for 10 seconds. Yeah. Sit in timeout and think about what you did. How dare you disagree with me? You know.
And
I'm
there's
just
stocks
joking.
that deal with nuclear energy.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuclear stocks. And those stocks have honestly had some interesting moves here. What is it? OKLO. I mean, they've been pulling back a little bit, but nuclear energy stocks have been jumping since mid-March. Constellation Brands, you got Next Gen, you got New Scale. You got Cameco, which is CCJ. Look at that trend. All right, guys. NASDAQ is not going anywhere here. We're waiting here, guys. We're waiting. Yeah, here's CCJ. It's done really well. It's done really well. Is it time to buy quantum stocks, though? Here's Rigetti. Also, guys, if you have not already, check out Lucid. Lucid processed a payout for me in 1 minute the other week. 1 minute. Literally, I requested the withdrawal. Boom. Processed in 1 week. Here, 1 week. Great way to learn. Most day traders lose money. Shameless plug here. Shameless plug, but most day traders lose money. If you fund your own account thousands of dollars, you're probably going to lose. Let's just be honest here for a second. You're probably going to lose money trying to day trade. Most day traders do. Limit your risk through these prop firms and funded accounts. You can use my coupon code BGT at checkout, get the max discount. But understand here, guys, most day traders are going to lose. So if you use my discount, if you fail these challenges, you lose what you pay for the challenge. The base one, I think on Lucid's like $70 if you use my coupon code BGT. If you pass it, you know, you get a funded account with a 90% split. No activation fees on Lucid as well. Just useful. This is just useful. If you want to check out all the major ones, again, here's the Lucid link. Again, use coupon code BGT at checkout. You'll get the max discount. I'll put it to the top of the chat. But also understand, like, most day traders are going to lose. But there's the link right there. Check it out. You can also use Take Profit, really beginner friendly at Take Profit. Apex has got some of the cheapest accounts. Tradeify has got some of the cheapest direct to funded accounts. Like, you can go direct to funded on Tradeify. It's like $207 for the cheapest one. Very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. So check it out, guys. Help support the channel. Again, these are affiliate links. So naturally, I am pretty biased in their favor because, you know, I get paid by them. But again, it's genuinely pretty useful here. Yeah, sorry, I gotta kind of redo some of this because of we did the Warsh speech yesterday. There we go. That's pretty good. Let's here.
So to all you people out there in TV land, where are you tuning in from?
Yeah, Carolina. I think the 200 exponential is great. I really do. Yeah, where are you guys from? Where are you guys watching from? Let me know in chat right now. Iranian foreign minister, that was 17 minutes ago, so he's chilled out a little bit. The UK, Mexico, Missouri, Texas, Florida, UK, DC, New York City, Seoul, Bulgaria, Albania, Croatia, West Virginia, Colombia, Bulgaria, Colorado, Florida, San Fran, Montreal, Singapore, Vegas, Philly, Canada, Brazil, Oregon. What's up, my friends? Worldwide viewership here. Worldwide viewership. I appreciate you guys. Earth, sir. What about Mars, bro? If you're not in Mars, I send it back. Here's oil. Oil's elevated on the day, man. Brent crude's almost at $100 a barrel here.
Yeah, honestly, I'd like to go to most of these places, but I really want to go to Albania. Like, I've seen pictures and talked to a guy that's from there, and it's supposed to be like just really beautiful and the pretty good nexus for food. Like, yeah. It's supposed to have like really good Italian food and ethnic Albanian food and things like that. I want to try it.
Yeah, I know Ace is lying here, but he says Dagestan. I want to go to Dagestan. I also want to go. I see somebody say Brazil. I'd love to go to Brazil and train. You know, I'd love to go to Brazil.
Brush up on your Portuguese, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, send my kids to Dagestan. You know, that's right. Come back.
Yeah, I'm serious about Albania. Absolutely.
MMA champions. Open Door? Somebody said, do you know anything about Open Door? I know a little bit about it. Here's the problem. All right, Open Door basically does like an eBay for housing. All right, the issue here is that oh dude, I'm running a blank. What's the biggest real estate company in the world? Dude, what's the site? Zillow. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Zillow has already tried this and failed at it. And so Open Door mostly ran on hype. It's still really early to tell whether it's going to succeed or not. So it's high risk, high reward, to be honest. For
It is Open Door.
Open Door is kind of like a eBay for housing, like an online marketplace for housing.
Okay.
Not a bad idea. Other companies have tried and failed at it. Larger, more funded companies have tried and failed at it. And so it could be interesting, but it also could be a dumpster fire. Like, I really don't know. I'm not one to just pump it up just because other people are in it. It could be good. It could be bad. I really don't know. What do you guys think of Open Door? Do you guys like the stock? Do you guys dislike it? Let me know.
So then is the concept to cut out the middleman, basically cut out the real estate agent and just let you list your property directly?
Right, and they keep a little bit of the money instead, you know? And so it's kind of like, but, you know, it's not a bad idea. Like, it seems like it would work well, but sometimes things that seem easy are not.
Yeah.
And it's all about customer base. Like, right now, most people are still pretty dependent on, like, they want to go look at houses. They want somebody to show them houses. So that dynamic's still very much here. And so I don't know.
They like the personal touch.
Right, for sure. 100%.
I've always said there's something to be said for the human element in any situation. I like dealing with people.
Whoa. Yeah. NASDAQ just jumped. Jumped. Look at it. Big volume spike. Biggest volume spike we've seen all morning. It's not a crazy move, but it is a jump. It definitely looks fundamental in nature here. Like, look at the volume show up here. So it just retraced the whole move, though. So again, we're sitting here. Let's see if we find anything good that's causing this.
Oil dump. Dump to what?
Yeah, if oil's going down, it's something going on in the Middle East right now. Yeah, oil did dump on that move. So it's catalyst driven.
Oil's going down. It's probably good news. I mean, I might be wrong.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, NASDAQ went up, oil dipped. But it might not. I mean, we'll see if this is anything. I don't see any news breaking right now. I saw news that Broadcom AVGO expands its collab with Google. But now, so the first move is kind of retracing all the way back down here. So look at the NASDAQ come back down here. So the NASDAQ's down to 830s here. It kind of filled this entire gap on the downside. Interesting. I'm looking at the wire here. I see Trump's blockade collapses as Iranian ghost ships pass U.S. Navy during shaky ceasefire amid uneasy oil prices. So it looks like one of Iran's ships got through. The blockade is what this could be. Yeah, so Goldman, Delta One. Oh no, wait.
Yep.
Yeah, something happened to markets. Oil dipped and volume spiked on both fronts here. But could be old news. Yeah, I don't really see anything. Very weird spike though here. Look at the spike. Look at the volume surge too. So look at that candle here. Look at this volume right here. Same thing with the oil. Oil volume spiked at the same time, like simultaneously. So we'll see what happens, but we're watching it.
If they really did run the blockade, that's going to spell bad news long term.
Yeah, I mean, oil's now elevated here, so markets are digesting this as more escalation. NASDAQ is down a little bit here, but we're still at the volume-weighted average price, but oil prices did rebound immediately. Yeah, there are now 34 known cases of Iranian oil tankers bypassing the U.S. naval blockade of Iran. So we'll see. We got the opening bell in, what, 18 minutes? Yeah, it could be manipulation. I don't really see any catalyst here that would move it like that. So we'll see. But oil continuing to rip back up towards the highs of the day here, which are right around 91.60 or so for the highs of the day. Getting closer to that now. So again, kind of an interesting way to look at it, which is that The first move is the wrong move sometimes with stuff like this. Oil continuing to go up. The Nasdaq's not really dropping down though, like a super heavy amount. So the Nasdaq's not really dipping down. Again, you can see the volume spike here though. Like, look at this volume spike. So something happened there with some volume. We don't know what it was, but something happened there with some volume here. Oil up to 91.5s. Yeah, y'all red or green on the day, chat? Red or green? Jim Cramer's also tweeting. I don't think that's going to cause this, but that's 2 big jumps with no news. Insider buys. Yeah, it's definitely possible. It could be insider buys. Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Are you picking red or green for the opening bell?
I don't know. Let's do a poll here. Does the Nasdaq break highs today? 64% say yes. I'm assuming most people are bullish. Bullish or bearish open? All right, so there's the poll. Bull or bear for opening bell. There's the poll. Vote on it. Let me know how you guys feel. Oriole's still elevated. Nasdaq's really tight ranged here. Honestly, genuinely not moving very much at all. Very red. I'm slightly green. Yeah, open accepts Bitcoin. Yeah, but do you think that's going to make people use, like, illicit funds, so to speak? You know? Green, but red overall, very red. Not trading this. Red, green, very green so far, flat, green. Yeah, and I'm not against open. I think it's high risk, high reward. So I think there's a chance it succeeds and it makes a boatload of money and it continues up. But yeah, here guys. So let's talk about strategy at the opening bell here. Number one, here, and I'm gonna do my cheesy. Where is it? AI made me this guy. Ready, guys? Hold on, wait. Let me make sure this is right. It's the opening bell, so we are here for... Hold on, wait, let me make sure. Does this refresh it?
There you go.
Hold on, wait. I wanted to... Hold on. Strategy time. Let's look at the opening bell here. All right, let's look at the opening bell. This is so cheesy. I'm sorry. But it's time for strategy time. Number one, we're close enough to all-time highs on the NASDAQ. And we're really sideways in range. And so I think for the NASDAQ specifically here, you got to look at all-time highs. All-time highs on the NASDAQ specifically are right here at 26,901 to be exact. And so obviously, I'm going to look for this range, depending on where we open, if we can get some trades riding that range up there. The more we hold over the 200 EMA and the volume-weighted average price, the more optimistic I might potentially be. On the downside, like I said earlier, what I'm really specifically looking for is breaks underneath some of these lows here. Because if we put in breaks under these lows, we are no longer doing a higher low dynamic, and we're more so going to start looking for bearish action here. So if we start to crack under these levels, we might have a range at the very least down to this previous closing price right here. So we got this previous closing price. So we start to crack under 26,800. We might take a short riding this down here if we get good enough action here. But I do think the day is a little choppy. I think obviously this is a news-driven market. And as I say this here, guys, the oil futures market just broke highs. So oil futures just ripped over highs of the day. And what an interesting part of this is that the NASDAQ is heading down, but not nearly as much as we've seen over the previous weeks of this conflict. Oil up to 91.88 is the highs. So we're going to look at the whole dollar over that, specifically 92. For oil right around 92 makes sense. I think that's a relevant level to pay attention to here. So that's the strategy right now. Again, guys, we're watching the 200 exponential, the volume weighted average price. We're watching 26,800 for a level. We're watching 775 here as a level, and we're watching the all-time high on the NASDAQ, which is right around 901. I don't know which way we're going here. I really don't. I don't think it's easy necessarily to determine which way we're going here, but I am watching those levels, and yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Cheesy is good. Yeah, Tesla earnings tonight as well, so we'll see how that dynamic moves it again. Tesla reports at 4:05. Big short placed on oil. Yeah, so I see an MS Now reporter saying, despite high levels of mistrust on both sides, mediators and people familiar with the talks say the two sides have been engaging in ideas that could point to a compromise around core issues like their nuclear program and more, apparently. 36 seconds before this news report dropped, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says it's ready for immediate and decisive confrontation with any enemy's threat and repetition of aggression.
Jeez.
That's good.
Yeah, so you called it earlier.
No, that's exactly what happens, bro. Like, you know, Iran will come out and they'll be like, we're never going to get a deal done with the United States, you know. And then 3 minutes
we will
later...
not tolerate this aggression and you know,
right.
all that.
Right, and then Pakistan on the other end comes out and they're like, yo, deals are looking good, guys. A deal is almost done with Iran. It's just contradictory. It's contradictory. The Bulls are getting a little control here. The Bulls are up to 26,850, 26,847. Yeah. All right, NASDAQ jumping again here, guys. NASDAQ jumping again. What looks to be a catalyst. And again, oil coming back down. Again, Lebanon pushing for a 1-month truce extension ceasefire with Israel. Boeing CEO says they've not had discussions with carriers about deferring orders. But markets are going up. NASDAQ is up, getting close to all-time highs. Oil is falling down ahead of the opening bell. We have 10 minutes before the opening bell today, guys. 10 minutes before the open. It looks catalyst driven, but I thought that earlier, and we haven't really seen like any big catalyst. Again, MS Now reporter said despite high levels of mistrust on both sides, mediators and people familiar with the talks say the two sides have been engaging in ideas that could point to compromise around core issues like their nuclear program and more. So, but I don't really trust any direction here, to be honest. I'm just not trusting any of this, you know.
Honestly, I just don't know how much faith you can put in public statements and announcements, because they're clearly doing things behind closed door that are, I don't know about the opposite of what they're saying in public, but pretty different.
Right, and historically when we've had conflicts like this, right? Historically, the side of the Middle East will never, up until a deal is done, they will continue to deny it, because they're using, like, they're putting public pressure, right? So they'll continue to deny it. Historically, that's what's happened. And so I'm not surprised this is what's going on. I just think the contradictory nature of both sides is funny, you know, because you got to understand, it's in Iran's best interest to continue putting pressure by acting like nothing's getting done and that they're willing to just hold out. It's in the U.S.'s best interest to act like we're close to a deal. That's what pushes markets up. That's what pushes oil prices down. And so both sides are basically saying what's the most advantageous thing they can say for their situation. And again, both sides are probably embellishing things to exaggerating their benefit, you know, of this conflict, right? And I think that's obvious. Like, this is very obvious. If you take either side's word, you know, completely, you're probably missing out on some of this bias that both sides have towards benefiting their own position, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Highly exaggerated.
Right. Oil, guys, now at 91.40s. Yeah, an interesting market dynamic for sure. Let's see what the opening bell brings.
I'm betting on a green for the bell.
Yeah. New York Post saying Trump says Iran talks possible as soon as Friday. Yeah, but we basically been saying the same thing for a week now. First, we were supposed to get talks done Sunday. Then we were supposed to get talks done Tuesday or Wednesday. And now we're saying potentially Friday. So I'm going to believe that when it happens. I'm not going to really look too deep into that. But that is true. This is going on right now. Yeah. So that's what's going on. We'll see. We'll see. Looking at our poll option, we said, are you bullish or bearish for the opening? About 58% are bullish here, guys. 58%. Yeah.
Yeah, things have been too
Friday. Go ahead, Brent. Keep talking, dude.
I was letting you finish, but things have been too hectic and unstable to really like put too much weight behind anything you hear. Like it's too stressful, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, market's reacting positively to this about talks potentially happening as early as Friday. That's probably why oil fell and the NASDAQ ripped right before the open. We are probably going to get the market on open right now very soon. So the market on open is probably going to happen pretty soon here. We'll see what happens. NASDAQ up. And it's an interesting market right now for sure. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's see what the market on open brings.
How's my rare earth company doing?
What was it? USAR?
Yeah.
It's up to $24 a share basically right now, Brent. You should have bought it, dude.
I know.
In fact, I judge you for not buying it. You know,
I should have.
Sorry.
All right, fine.
Just to clarify, guys, I kind of talked Brent out of buying this. He came to me and he was like, "Hey, the stock's really looking good," when it was at like $14. I didn't talk him out of it. I just told him it was under $20. I didn't know much about it. I can't really say buy it or sell it. It's high risk, high reward. And to be fair, it's moved in very large percentages, both up and down.
It has.
So, you know,
it jumped up to like 43 and then dropped back down to like 12 or something like that. So, I mean, it's been very rangy.
Right. And I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, it was high risk, high reward. You know, the high reward just happened to play out here, bro. So
I think long term overall, I think I don't know about that one specifically because you never know how an individual company is going to do, but I think that sector is going to boom at some point because I think domestic production of rare earths is going to be developed pretty quickly over the next, I don't know, 5 to 10 years.
Right, for sure. John should be a lawyer. I should be a lawyer, bro. I think, you know, maybe I will be a lawyer. You know, I don't know.
They could call you Johnny. They could call you Johnny Law.
They could call me Johnny Law. I would ride that nickname forever too, dude. Yeah. But again, guys, we're very close to all-time highs here on the NASDAQ. We'll see what happens, but we're very close to all-time highs. Yeah, point is, don't listen to John. That's pretty accurate. I accept that, guys. Listen, I accept it. Don't listen to me, dude.
It wasn't totally on John. I mean, like realistically, I was just starting to get interested in this stuff, and I still don't have a trading account set up yet, but I'm going to do it soon because I want to start getting into this.
Yeah, you got to get into it. Yeah, I mean, look, somebody said this back and forth is ridiculous. He's not talking about us. Firstly, I was like, this back and forth between Britt and I, dude, how dare you insult this
Better
back
not
and
be.
forth, bro. I know, dude, but then I was like, wait a minute. I shouldn't take this personally. He's talking about the back and forth in the market going up and down based off of catalysts. I'm going to be optimistic and assume that's what he's talking about.
Me too, because our back and forth is adorable, you know, like,
yeah, that's
just
right.
objectively.
Right, we're hilarious over here, dude. No, but I did get some of the news that I talked about earlier this morning is that Trump sets a deadline for the Iran deal. So again, he plans to give Iran a short window, present a unified proposal to restart stalled negotiations, according to sources. And this kind of goes against what he said earlier, which is that the ceasefire was indefinite. And so it's a definitely ending, potentially indefinite ceasefire, apparently. So again, he sets a deadline to the indefinite ceasefire. And so he didn't give a specific deadline for it, but he said a short window to present a unified proposal to restart stalled negotiations, according to sources. So, yeah. Yeah, this is not tradable right now. It's really not. It's hard to trade. I mean, you can trade it. And you could probably in green if you get out quick enough. I think it's more of a scalping market, but it's also... It's just a big range sideways is what we're seeing here. Big range sideways. Hey, thank you, Inspire. We appreciate it.
Buy Disney. I don't want to buy Disney.
Disney's not
You can't
bad,
make-
bro.
Yeah, but you can't make me.
Yeah, I mean, Disney, look. People hate on Disney. I have a very specific trading strategy with Disney. Every time Disney dips below, I would say like $90 a share, I buy Disney. And every single time it's done this, like, look, if you look at a weekly chart, bro, every time it gets under 90, I'm not telling you to buy this, but every time it gets under 90, there's generally a pretty good window of long setups. I usually ride it up to like 115 and then cut it. And if you look at Disney, here's the lows are right under 90, $80. You know, so like pretty often this trade has made me money where I just kind of ride it up to 115s and then cut it and then wait again and then buy the dip again. So that's what I do with Disney. It's not a perfect strategy, but I'm just looking at the history of the Disney chart and playing off of that. Nasdaq's getting really close.
Safe bet.
Yeah, I mean, nothing plays out 100%. Again, Mark Twain famously said history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. And Disney chart definitely rhyming. But the Nasdaq chart is up to very close to all-time highs here. I think even if we get a small amount of volatility at the opening bell on the upside, obviously we can tap that all-time high level. If we get over 26,900s, obviously I think the next big milestone level is going to be 27,000. We've done a lot of polls and questions regarding this level. Big milestone level, all-time highs on the Nasdaq. Big whole dollar number as well. We did a poll on YouTube in general asking people if the Nasdaq would break 27,000 this year. Most people said no, but it was pretty split down the middle. So if we get over 26,900s, hold. Obviously, the next level above that is 27.
I'll still say yes.
Yeah.
Also, I'll give you no money if you can tell me Mark Twain's real name.
Here's the opening bell. His real name was Twain Mark. Actually. Here's the opening bell, guys. We have 9 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5. All right, here we go. All right, there's the bell. Let's watch the Nasdaq here. Dude, why don't I have an alarm set for 9:30? Here's the opening bell. Nasdaq is at 26,850s here. 26,850s. Again, Disney up there, 26,860s. Let's see if we can break these levels. Again, watch the 200 exponential at 840. You can watch the volume weighted average price at 830 or so. But we're going to wait and see what happens. I got to wait 5 minutes to trade. I'm not really allowed to trade per my system in that period of time. But we can also watch $92 on WTI crude to see if it starts breaking that. Samuel Clemens. Y'all know y'all Googled that over here, dude. You know?
I hope you guys actually knew it and didn't just look it up. But either way, yes, you're right.
They definitely looked it up. Oil popping higher here. We're at 91.5s. See what happens. You get oil trying to move. 91.5s. Nasdaq down. Oil still elevated. Let's watch the breaking news. Nasdaq up to 91.7s, 91.7s. Tesla haters are going to be devastated by Q4. Yeah, I mean, Tesla's starting to rebound since the opening bell. I still want to watch oil. We're watching the Nasdaq here, but look at Tesla. Tesla went all the way down to 385, just got balled up at the opening bell. Look at it push. The Tesla moving a little bit this morning. An interesting dynamic where the Nasdaq is almost starting to head up with oil, but it's mostly just from tech pushing higher here. We'll see what happens. First move is the wrong move. Yeah, I'm just going to sit around and wait. Palantir's popping. Energy and tech are green.
I just think it's never a bad idea to bet on him. I mean, overall, he doesn't seem to lose.
Who?
Elon Musk.
I mean, he's gotten a little too political for me. Yeah, he's got a little too political, and I think that's the biggest risk. Right? Like, if you get too political, people are going to stop buying your products, and I think it's obvious. I'm not even agreeing with him politically as well. I'm neutral politically, right? But he's gotten way too political. I think there's risks when you do that.
I think he's pulled back from it some, though.
He has, but he got really, really political for a while, you know.
Oh, I know.
Enough to make a large percentage of his previous customer base, which is mostly on the tech side. Nasdaq coming down, though, oil pushing higher. You got to understand, like, he's like the side he's rooting for is generally not the ones that are buying electric vehicles either. You know what I mean?
No, that's
like
true.
Right? They're usually buying. Most of them don't even want to buy gas or don't even want electric vehicles. They want gas-powered vehicles all day, and so it's just counterproductive to what he wants to sell. You know, and I don't necessarily think it's a smart business move. Oil pushing higher here, but it is political, and so like people who agree with him politically are going to act like it doesn't matter. And I get it, because they're going to agree with most of what he says regardless, right? And again, I'm neutral on both of this. It's not like I'm rooting for either side here. I just think there's if you run a public company that sells things to consumers, getting really one-sided politically is usually kind of a risky move. Nasdaq's right at the volume weighted average price, guys. It's right at 830s.
I don't disagree with you. I just think long term he's a pretty safe bet. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's the sentiment that you're talking about. I think that's probably at least in part why he's pivoting away from vehicles to some extent.
Yeah. I see Steve says Elon has the balls to tell the truth instead of trying to protect their channel. Shake my head. Yeah, well, I think billions of dollars will probably do that, you know?
Oh, yeah, dude. If I had that kind of money, I wouldn't shut up.
Right, dude. Billions of dollars makes you immune to anything, bro. Anyways, let's see if we bounce at the VWAP. We're at 830s here. Oil up to 9180s. So we're at 829s right now. Let's see if it holds. Again, we start to dip under, I would say 26,800s. Then I'm going to start looking for shorts. But we're only 4 minutes into the day. I don't like any of this enough to make me want to short it yet. Yeah, let's see if we move up here. Is it just me, or are we frozen at 820s right now on my charts?
Frozen as far as I'm watching.
Are y'all frozen? Look at my charts. They're frozen here.
Yeah.
Do we have an AWS
it's
glitch? Other stuff's moving, just the NASDAQ and oil futures aren't. Weird. Is it just me, or is it you guys as well? Is y'all's TOS frozen as well? Look at this. Let me check Trade Hold on. Trade moving here. Weird, dude. So again, yeah, Trade not frozen. TOS is though.
I like warm hugs.
I'm looking at a short idea though here. I don't know if I'm going to yet. Again, remember guys, I'm not against you politically. Like, I'm neutral on all this stuff.
Yeah, no, I was purely talking about from a financial perspective. I just think he's a good bet. Had nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah, I think them pivoting into AI and robotics is better for their margins, but it's also higher risk. I'm tempted to short this right here at the 200 exponential. What are we, 6 minutes into the day? But I'm going to wait. Yeah, I don't know if it's just that window I had up or what. Yeah, mine's back open here. Strange, though. Buy now? I'm not going to buy anything yet. I'm going to wait. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get too deep into politics, guys. I really am pretty neutral. I just like the whole realm. I've said this before. I'll say it again. And if you guys can't understand what I'm about to say, you know, it's all good. But I think when you get to the top, they're all the same, you know. I'm not going to, like, it's too stressful to follow politics. And it's hard to, you know. I go by pure policy alone. That's all I'm going to say. I'm pretty neutral on all of it. I'm tempted to short, but we're starting to really push back higher here. It's all love. Regardless of which side you're on, it's all love. You know. So I'm in that FARS, the affiliated media outlook, wrote that a quote attributed to accepting a ceasefire mediated by Pakistan has been published but was deleted minutes later. So FARS, the IRGC affiliated media outlook, wrote that a quote attributed to Bagay The spokesperson for the IRFM regarding accepting a ceasefire mediated by Pakistan had been published but was deleted minutes later, according to Fars. They said such news has not been published in any official source. Yeah, Tradeabait's fine. I'm using Tradeabait right here. I should have shorted. Still kind of want to short here. What are we, 8 minutes into the day? I'll short a little bounce here if we get it. All right, there we go. We're short. We got a pretty big push down pretty quickly here, but it's pretty small size. We'll add a little bit to this on a bounce here, and then hope we rip down back to these lows. Very flat range here, though. I'll let it test the 200 exponential, but really we're kind of chopping sideways here. Probably about flat on the day now in this thing. See if we can break down here, drop. There we go. Let's see if we can add some more if we go deeper in the green here, but let me give it a second. It looks weak, but it's also one of those markets that could rip the other way if we get a wrong type of catalyst move here. We're going to give it some time, though, and see if we start breaking down. There's the 200 EMA. Again, if you want to day trade with me, check out Lucid. Again, Lucid, they give you a demo, they test your skill, you pass the test, they fund you, you fail, you only lose what you pay for it. Base one on Lucid's like $70. I like Lucid, it's kind of the good one-stop shop. It's got direct to fund it, it's got good cheap accounts, it's got great rules, it processes payouts quickly, it's got no activation fee. So if you want a funded account program, check out Lucid. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. You can also find it in the description.
How much is their direct to funded account?
It's like, hold on, I have to look. I think it's like high twos. But I really like Lucid's rules. Yeah, I mean, it's a small little trade here. We're trying to just build up a cushion, but really hard to trade this. It's just a lot of chop. There's a big red candle. Let's see if it holds, though. There we go. I'm going to reduce my size a little bit here just to limit my risk. It looks like that was the perfect time to do it, too, because we caught up. It's going to maybe, it could be faking shorts out real quick and then move it back down. Let's give it a second. But we only have one now. We limited our risk. It's just too choppy. This is not a good open. We got a range to watch, though, so we will watch for an orb setup here outside of this trade. We're about 11 minutes into the day, so we'll watch an orb. See, Tesla's actually ripping up ahead of their earnings report. They're at 390s here. We are moving down, but my entry level's acted like a support level, unfortunately, right at 830. Like, every time we get down to my entry, we bounce. So it's kind of a news-driven market, but every time we get down here, we bounce it, but it's a pretty flat trade now. Where's Nvidia at? Yeah, I'm gonna cut this. We're just pushing up too much. Looks like I got out in time. We're gonna watch this opening range now. That's what we're gonna look for. We've had a couple green, a couple red trades though today. Where's the orb setup? It would be. Oh yeah, we had this big downward move. So the orb would actually be here. So that would be the orb setup right there. We'll watch it. Where's oil doing? Orb's close enough to highs. Yeah, we're now past the POC right here. So maybe we start trending higher and start pushing towards highs. Possible. We got a deep orb though, but the closer we get up here, I'll take. Like if we get over, really, it's like 75 for me. We get over 75 and hold. I might go long, but the closer we get to all-time highs, the more likely it is that we break them. I think we got really close to it this morning. We got like $1 away from it on the Nasdaq and didn't quite break it yet. So. All right, we're starting to push. Yeah, we're slightly bullish over the last 5 minutes here, but we have to kind of wait. All right, so we do have the 15-minute orb. Yeah, I mean, it looks bullish. Maybe 850s here. Yeah, I'm watching Bitcoin as well. Here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin up to 80 or 78 sevens, almost 79. Shorts are getting destroyed. Yeah, I'm waiting here, guys. We're waiting for some trades, but I am just kind of sitting tight. We'll see if we get any good stuff to show up today. Heading towards highs of the day here, guys. So we are heading towards highs of the day. So we'll see if we get up there. We're close. Again, we get down to 850s, I'll buy that dip, but it depends on how it looks. We have no data coming out today, really. Yeah, I've seen a couple different catalysts regarding the ceasefire news, but Trump extended Iran's ceasefire for 3 to 5 days, according to Fox. Yeah, so I do see that news come out. Yeah, this news is now is true. Right here. That's that coming down here on this news, though. Look at this drop. Again, this is news that President extended the ceasefire 3 to 5 days, according to the White House here. Markets are definitely digesting this. Yeah, right. It's not indefinite anymore. It's 3 to 5 days. Markets are pricing in bearishness. Here's oil. So, yeah, oil. Nasdaq. Nasdaq definitely doesn't like this. Yeah, well, markets are going down on the ceasefire getting extended only for 3 to 5 days instead of indefinitely. And Iran has not yet decided to hold discussions on Friday, according to Tasnim.
How are gold and silver reacting?
Gold is up. Gold is at 47.75, but it's not really reacting much to it over the last 3 minutes. It's kind of flat. A very choppy market. Very hard to trade this price action here today, guys. You gotta watch news. I could short this again, but we're kind of in the high volume area. So I need to break down under maybe like 820s or so and weakness to show up first. If I did attack right here, it'd be a range trade down to 825 or so in the high volume area, but I think I'm just gonna wait.
You think it's going to make it that far down?
I don't know. The range is pretty sideways right now. We're 20 minutes into the day, and we dropped originally, and we've been trading in that dropped range all morning here. So yeah, I think it could, especially if the net effect of this comment or about the 3 to 5 day ceasefire is negative, which it looks like it is. Yeah, I mean, we very easily could break down. All right, we're still trying to push down here. Again, we're in this high volume area on the volume profile, so I'm not messing with this right here. What it controls right here at 830. Core we've also breaking down. Bitcoin's pulling back a little bit, but not a ton. Yeah, we just cracked this low and then retraced. I'm really tempted to short this pullback here, to be honest. All right, I'm gonna try. So I'm starting small, but I'm not really liking this at all. We already got back over the point of control. I'll probably cut this pretty soon.
Which AI company do you like best long term?
Which what?
Which AI company do you like best long term in terms of not just stock price, but technology development?
Are we talking like long term, like Nvidia?
Yeah.
Would
yes.
Probably be
long term.
Yeah, Nvidia would probably be one of the things. If we're talking really long term, Nvidia, you know.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
It's the biggest name in microchips, which regardless of different AI systems, they're going to all need microchips. And because of that, if AI continues to grow at the rate it almost certainly will, then NVIDIA will do well over time. It's been sideways for a year straight now. I think there's just more potential upside than downside on it. But, you know, we're just getting chopped out today and sideways. We broke under this range here on the volume profile, but pretty small day, all things considered. I don't want to risk too much going super hard into this. And we're coming right back down, but kind of hard to make money today. For me, at least.
Yeah. That was good. I mean, I appreciate your reasoning, but I was really talking more about the actual AI creators.
So you're talking about software? Like Perplexity, OpenAI, Claude.
Yes.
I think Anthropic is the big winner right now in the AI space. I mean, obviously, OpenAI is supposed to IPO sometime this year, but my personal preference is not OpenAI. Again, I don't know if I showed you. I talked about the fart video the other day with OpenAI, and it's pretty freaking funny. OpenAI will just tell you what you want to hear. I think if we're in terms of software, it's Claude and Anthropic. Perplexity and Gemini are both pretty solid as well. But right now, I think the best is Claude. The best of everything is Claude. Anthropic. OpenAI will just tell you what you want to hear. Again, somebody put a fart video. They sent like a fart sound effect to OpenAI, but they gave it context in that they said, hey, this is a song I created. This is a song I created. I want your honest review of my song. And it sent it the sound clip, and it's just fart sound effects. And OpenAI came back with, oh, this is a beautiful song. I could see the sound playing on, a quiet night, a quiet street at night, very lo-fi vibe. I love it. And then you listen to the actual sound effect. And the sound effect is like the loudest fart noise you've ever heard. And that's my experience with OpenAI as well, bro. They'll just tell you what you want to hear,
It's got a smooth late night jazz feel, huh?
Right, yeah. It's crazy. It's pretty funny until you actually listen to the actual sound effect that it was sent, and then it's hilarious. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. And once you have the frame of reference.
Yeah. Yeah, go Tigers. Yes, sir. Yeah, just listening to that on a quiet night street. Yeah, bulls are back. Look, we're pretty sideways. We broke the opening range and then pulled all the way back. This is something I've seen happen a lot over the last little while here. But there's the range, still here. Still sideways in markets. Markets don't know what to believe is what this is.
What sector of the AI field is CoreWeave most invested in?
CoreWeave?
Yeah.
Do
they have their own AI engine, or do they just develop software for it, or infrastructure? Hardware.
GPUs.
Okay.
Is what it is. So graphics processing. Data centers. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for the info, chat.
And data centers are another really diversified thing. Data centers are going to expand over time. So
yeah, and as they do, the energy sector will too. So
right.
We'll start seeing more and more mini nuclear reactor sites and things like that, I think.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And more importantly, it'll be private companies actually paying to build the mini nukes and develop the energy grid, as opposed to having to be government driven.
No, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Look, if we zoom out here, we're pretty range bound. Oh, let me get up. We're pretty range bound here. Since the opening bell, we've been range. We've really been in a range since 8:45 this morning. So we're just not doing anything here. It's kind of boring. We're down a little bit on the day. It's not a crazy amount, and We've traded pretty small, all things considered. I was hoping we'd break out into a range, but indecisiveness is what's going on right now. Again, the conflict in the Middle East just makes it a little bit hard to figure out where we're going to go. You know, we get good news, bad news, good news. Oil rising, you know. Yeah, Nvidia had their investment in a CoreWeave. No, that's true. How in the world is this overdrawn? All right, guys. So Nasdaq is at 850s.
T-shirt
Alright, guys.
says he didn't buy. Go ahead.
Hold on. Levels for Nvidia. Yeah, I mean, look, markets are sideways right now. We gotta wait for this range to break. We're almost purely sideways here. We're just not doing much. I didn't buy the CoreWeave IPO for $40. I don't know, man. I didn't buy it.
That's what I was going to ask about.
Yeah. Again, and Ron says it's not yet decided. Yeah, I mean, CoreWeave. I don't mess with IPOs in general. Most of the time,
What's the share
IPOs are
price
just
now?
too risky. Yeah, CoreWeave right now is $120 a share, roughly.
Oh man, could have tripled your money.
But yeah, and Ron says it has yet to decide whether to join a new round of talks with the United States.
I think they're just blowing smoke. They don't. Really, I don't think they have much of a choice in terms of at least talking.
Right, for sure. No, 100%. All right, guys, we're up to 870s. Bulls are starting to get more control here. Let's see if we do. We're still pushing up. Let's see if we hold. 885s. Bulls are getting control. Let's see if we have some news coming out. The news I show is Iran's hesitant about talks, but we could just be pushing towards all-time highs here.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think that would drive it up.
Yeah.
But
Trump tells the Post news of fresh peace talks possible as soon as Friday. So we saw that news earlier. I'll buy a dip here. We're close enough to all-time highs here, but I don't like it. But we're past the volume profile. We'll add a little bit down here and see if we push back up towards highs today. Because we're so close to it, I think it makes sense. Need to start getting it in larger size here, though, but it's pretty small. We're very close to all-time highs. There we go. There we go. We're up there. There we go. Yep. I'm going to take half off there and just protect it. We tapped all-time highs. I'm going to assume we're going to break this here, but we'll give it a second. I need a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more here. We tapped it again, but I'm assuming we're going to break it this time. As long as we don't get bad news coming out, I'm going to add some more to this. We're right there up to all-time highs, but I don't necessarily like this. I'm going to limit some of my size here and just reduce my size. Roughly break even on this. We made a little bit so far, and if we get a retrace back up there, we'll be a little bit better, but it's a little scary wick. We didn't quite break all-time highs, which is why the optimism is here, but... $30 minutes into the day. See if we pop higher like I want us to.
I think it'll end up going over.
Sometime today may be here, but it's not easy money right now.
No. I agree.
Sometimes I usually attack the range up there. I just kind of missed this one. I was looking at other stuff. And so now that we've gotten to the top of that range, I'm a little bit more hesitant in this, to be honest. We could break all-time highs, but I'm going to limit my risk here and cut some of this. It looks like that was the smart move, too. Kind of break even on the trade now. Maybe we could buy a dip to 875. 875 might hold right here. But I don't want to change the trade plan after I'm in it, so I think I'll just hold this and then add to it if it goes in my favor again. I'm just really hesitant to take big size today based off of the sideways nature of this.
Yeah, it's understandable.
All right, let's see if we push.
Also, again, everybody hit the like button. Get us over 300.
Yeah, it's so close to breaking all-time highs. I think that dynamic will push it higher, at the very least to break this. And I'll probably get out if it continues to break. And what I'm doing is I'm getting myself in small trades. If it works out for me, great. If it doesn't work out, it's small. So that we can kind of like limit our risk. But if it goes in my favor, it's just been sideways and rejecting. But it's very small trades, and if it goes in my favor, great. We can add to it and then hold it break even is the plan. Yeah, I gotta get out. We're just getting faked out. There's too much sideways range. It might bounce right here, but I'm gonna keep it small on the day and not push too heavy into this account. We might be down like $100 or something pretty small. It's just too rangy on the day, man. Markets aren't doing anything. Maybe another thing, markets could be waiting for Tesla earnings. Tesla's actually pretty green. But it's just, unless you're trading the range, which might be the smarter move today, I'm gonna just chill and wait.
What time do those drop again?
What? Tesla earnings?
Tesla earnings.
They after the closing bell at 4 p.m. So they drop after 4 p.m. Look at it. Look at this big pullback here. So this is all the longs like me getting out. Unless there's news. I see Eurozone consumer confidence is negative 20.6. They expected positive 17.2. I don't think that's negatively affecting the market this much. But just weakness, I guess.
Someone asked, what are the fees for your trades?
I have to look on Lucid. Yeah, they don't charge per trade fees. So, 0.
Also, just as a quick aside, who do you have winning between Hamzat and Sean Strickland?
Hamzat, obviously.
Think so? I mean, I've heard that Strickland is pretty good at staying off the ground. I mean, I know Hamzat's an animal, but...
Have you seen Drickus fight, or Drickus Duplessis?
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
He just held Drickus down for freaking 25 minutes. Strickland's going to be the same thing. You know?
I've never been that impressed by Drickus, to be honest. I mean, I know he's a really good fighter. I just never really liked his style.
He doesn't look like he's good at fighting, but then somehow he just gets it done, except for Hamzat.
I think it's just because how strong he is, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're pushing up towards all-time highs. 900 is still all-time high level. I'm just getting stuck in the chop today, and that happens. That's normal. I probably should have just attacked range with earnings today and earnings season here, but I wanted to get this all-time high break, which just happened. NASDAQ just broke all-time highs. Dude, Sean's gonna get wrestled by Drickus. Or not, by Hamzat, I mean.
If he can stay off the ground, I do have him winning, though.
Oh, obviously. You know, if it's striking purely, yeah, Strickland's gonna win, but, you know, look.
You don't think he'll stay up?
Nah, dude. Hamzat is just gonna
ragdoll him.
Yeah. Obviously.
I hope not. I mean, I have a special affinity for Sean Strickland, but I'm not a fan of Hamzat.
Yeah. I mean, Hamzat's going to be champ for a long time, I think.
Probably.
A long time. I don't think he's going to lose anytime soon. He's just too good on the feet, or on the ground. The only fight that Hamzat looked beatable in was Gilbert Burns.
I agree.
Gilbert Burns caught him a couple times. Yeah.
I thought Gilbert should have gotten the decision on that one, to be honest.
Yeah, it was close. I mean, Hamzat got clipped a couple times in that fight, but that's because Gilbert's like super elite jiu-jitsu, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Which is better. Like, Drickus's jiu-jitsu is good, but it's not like Burns' jiu-jitsu, you know? And so...
No, he's next level.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, so we broke highs. Again, I would have taken the range up there, but we just got it faked out too much, so I'm just kind of sitting tight waiting. Shall we do a giveaway today, guys? Shall we do a giveaway? I think we shall. Let's do one. All right, guys, so we're going to give away a Lucid account today, a Lucid account. We're going to give one away. This is going to be a 25K Lucid Pro eval. Guys, 25K Lucid Pro eval. Let me get the competition out here. So again, the way the competition is going to work is you're going to type my coupon code in, ! in my coupon code. Yeah, it's going to be a coupon code. It's going to be for everybody. Anybody can do it except for Britt. Britt can't do it. But
I resent that.
Yeah. What does unique winners mean?
I don't see that. I don't know.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, we want to do unique winners. All right, guys. So, ! BGT will sign you up to the giveaway. ! BGT. So, let's see what happens.
Yeah, with the level this Philly shell is at, I agree with you, Sam.
NASDAQ still breaking all-time highs. We're at 913s right now, 913s. And please don't say it multiple times. Yeah, ! BGT will get you signed up. All right, so let's talk about who's in here already. We got Free Life, Scalp Day Trader, Christian, Arcane, Drago, Serpent, Pally, Just for Fun, Percy, Sam, Nil, Jono, MK, Rambling, Inspire, Anna, Chris, Jason, Blaze, Matthias, Clifford. You guys are all in here already. Again, ! BGT will enter you the competition. I need my likes up there, though, bro. How many likes we got up there? Also, you have to be a subscriber. So we're in sub-only mode, but obviously you got to be a subscriber. What are my likes at today, Britt?
277 is what I'm seeing. Guys, get us over 300. Come on.
Yeah, we need 300. I see 296 right now. We need over 3.
Oh, okay. I just refreshed. So yeah,
it's probably over 3 now, realistically.
Yeah, a lot closer. So
yeah.
Let's hit it.
So I see Clifford in there, or no, I see Chuck, American, Reggie, Mark, Hebe, MG, and Don, Felipe, Sergi, No Typo, Only Brian, Wheel, Vit, Kyle, Big Boy, Sid, Ahmed, Thinking, Lazy Boy, Yellow, Tony.
Ooh.
You win a 25K Pro eval on Lucid. 25K Pro eval on Lucid is what you win.
Cool. We're at 323 right now.
We're probably over 300. Are we? Yeah.
Yeah, 323.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, put ! BGT in chat. You want a free Lucid eval. if you win. One lucky person will win. You know.
He'll be going home with a yeah. I was about to do a Wheel of Fortune thing, but
That's right. That's right.
You'll be going home with a brand new car. Yeah.
No, you won't, guys. You'll just get a 25K Pro Lucid eval, which is almost as good. You know, you might be able to buy a car with it, maybe. Kind of.
Some say better.
Day. Yeah. Some might say better. Hey, thank you, P. I appreciate you becoming a member, my friend. It's BGT, not BHT. It's BGT, guys. Exclamation point BGT, not just BGT. It needs to be exclamation point. All right, we got a bunch of signups already here, guys. A bunch of signups. Pawn, you can never win. I'm sorry, but you couldn't do it. If you win, we got to redo it, bro. It would be a conspiracy.
I'm honored to be compared to Vanna White. That woman is timeless and beautiful.
Yeah, listen, if you win and make enough money. Before we do this, guys, shameless plug here. Most day traders lose money. All right. So most day traders are going to lose. Doesn't matter what course you take, who you follow. Most day traders lose. All right.
Is that the shameless part?
I guess so. Most day traders lose, guys. Look at me today, guys. I lost money. But the good part is that you can limit your risk through lucid trading. Most day traders lose. Limit your risk. They give you a demo. They test your skill. The base one's $70. You lose $70. It's not the end of the world. No activation fee. Once you're funded, you can take daily payouts, and they process your payouts. They process mine in 1 minute, but they process it very, very quickly. NASDAQ getting very close to all-time highs here. All right, guys, y'all ready? NASDAQ did break all-time highs. I was right. My trade ideas were correct today. You had a lot of people being like, nah, bro, short. My trade ideas were right today. I just managed them poorly, maybe. A Greek-owned ship.
It's the chat's fault for distracting you.
It is the chat's fault. It's definitely the chat's fault. Look at the NASDAQ run, though. It's at 9,300 or 930. Let's see if we break 27,000 today, guys. Let's see if we break 27,000.
What was the news you were reading about a ship?
Yeah, there's news that just happened maybe 2 minutes ago that said a Greek-owned ship was attacked by Iran and seizure is unconfirmed, according to the foreign minister.
Oh, that doesn't
Also,
bode well.
Jameson Greer is going to testify at the House today at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, which is right now, apparently.
Who is Jameson Greer?
He's the energy or no, that's right. Jameson Greer. I get these guys mixed up. Greer is he the press secretary? Or he's the U.S. Trade Representative, sorry. Okay. Look at the NASDAQ rip here, guys. 940s right now, 940s.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready here?
Big green tentacle.
Yeah. What does BGT stand for? Let me know. NASDAQ up to 945s right now. We are starting to run here. But I'm kind of sick today, guys, and I already got to do Tesla earnings, so I'll probably cut out of here. Again, we ended up going up. Shorts, I expect apologies right now. But yeah, we got enough competition. We got 70 plus people in the competition. So we're going to choose a winner right now, guys. You guys ready? I can't guarantee anything. I'm not an investment professional. If you fail, you can always still check out Lucid at this link. Guys, if you fail, you can always check out Lucid at this link. Some would say it's the best link and the best code to use. Some would say that. There's the link right there. Check it out. Yeah, a beautiful code. All right, guys. NASDAQ at all-time highs here. All-time highs. Let's do this giveaway. And bro got talent. That's right. NASDAQ testing all-time highs again. The winner of this competition. Oh my gosh, do I have to redo this? No, dude. Do not tell me it redid this. If I refresh the screen, it redoes it, bro?
You redone it?
Dude, I'm sorry, guys. I just screwed this up. Bro, why would it do that?
Oh.
I can't refresh the screen on Nightbot without it. Look.
Y'all don't let him forget it. Flagellate him.
Again, I'm sorry. Hit exclamation point BGT again. I genuinely didn't mean to. I just screwed it up. Yeah, that was a fail on my part, guys. I am dumb. I'm sorry. NASDAQ up to 945s. 945s. We had like 70 something people in the giveaway, which is like a lot, you know.
Don't worry, guys. When it's over, I'll castigate him severely.
If you didn't sign up to the first one, right? Here's your second chance. Here, here's your second chance. My throat hurts too. I don't want to. Now I gotta wait all this stuff time again. Just give it to Brit. I know, guys.
Don't make me do stuff.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's really difficult to type this out. You know, it's my fault. It's definitely my fault. Still top 10 giveaway ever. Yeah.
It is difficult to type it out. You know, if you've only got, you know, thumb, pinky, and pointer like a janitor's wife.
I know, dude. Listen, honestly, jujitsu will do that, bro. My fingers, dude. You know, gi jujitsu especially. But yeah, I'm sick too, Tiny. I'm sorry to hear. Hope you're doing good. Shorts, I expect your apology letters coming soon. All right, you guys ready? How many? I gotta make sure not to accidentally refresh this. Yeah. All right, guys. Look, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to sign up to the giveaway again. Exclamation point BGT. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all were right. I was wrong. Y'all were smart. I was dumb. Y'all are very good looking, and I'm not attractive, guys. I'm sorry.
I am not attractive.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. All right, we're pushing back up to all-time highs. We're at 940s right now. Oh, dude, my throat hurts, bro.
It was that last Happy Gilmore reference that did it, wasn't it?
I know, dude. It is, bro. Chubbs. Chubbs is revenge, you know. All right, now we're up to 945s here. 945s. Broke highs again. 950, an interesting spot. Obviously, 27,000 up here is going to be even more interesting right now. Yeah. The thing about having kids and a family is like anything one of them gets.
Sick all the time.
Right, dude. I'm just getting sick all the time, bro.
Should have a strong immune system later on in life for it, though.
953 now. All-time highs. 953. All right, guys, I accidentally refreshed it again. You got to... No, I'm just joking. I'm just checking this out. We're up to 960s right now. 960s in the NASDAQ. Let's go ahead and do this giveaway before I screw it up again. All right, you guys ready? Again, if you lose this, you can always use my coupon code. All right. Congratulations.
If they do it a third time, everybody would just opt out.
Christian Cardenas is the winner. Christian. You won, dude. You won, man.
And the crowd goes wild.
Show yourself now. NASDAQ broke all-time highs. I'm thanking Christian for this. You know, Christian did it. We're at 963s right now on the NASDAQ here. You won, sir. You won, my friend. Congratulations, dude.
You're the greatest.
Everybody's jealous of you here now. No, seriously, though, join our Discord. It's completely free. It doesn't cost anything here. Congrats to Christian.
Look at Christian. I win.
Yeah, you did win, bro. All you got to do is join our Discord now. And I'll send you the code. Thank you, my friend. Here's the Discord link. Check it out. Join the Discord. There it is.
I love how elated you are, Christian.
Yeah. Congratulations, dude. You say CC? On my way? All right, bro. All right, guys. Look, I'm getting out of here. Again, remember, guys, Tradeify is the cheapest direct-to-funded accounts. Lucid, in my opinion, is the best all-around daily payouts once you build up profits. Apex has got the cheapest accounts. You know, they have the cheapest. And Take Profit's probably the best beginner-friendly. Some of the best rules in Take Profit. I actually really like Take Profit as well. But you can find all those links in the description. NASDAQ continues to break all-time highs here. It's looking like we're going to break 27K here. But, again, Bitcoin over 79,000. And we're really not getting any foreign news to push this up here. You know, so it's really interesting.
Jason asked where you can find the Tesla earnings later.
Oh, we're gonna be streaming Tesla earnings later after right around the closing bell. So hit the live button next to the play button, put it in subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll be live later for Tesla. So I'll see you guys then. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Again, I'll see you guys in a couple
Have a good
hours
day, everybody.
for Tesla. Yeah. Later,
Thanks,
chat.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Later, guys.
Later, everybody.